or just a move to a new city fan, or at a Sunday afternoon wedding fan, Verizon's got you covered. Get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. Every out-of-market game, every Sunday afternoon. That's up to $480 in value. Only on Verizon. See you Sunday.
Okay, y'all. I hear Mael's Kalahari melon and aloe vera line is changing the game. Up to 5 days of moisture and no wash days in between. Let's see about that. You believe this is day 5? Imagine what you could do with up to 5 days of moisture.
You're seeing Skechers' famous glide step footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style of glide step now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try glide step Skechers slip-ins.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping fully clean because he was relying on the dry stuff to wipe. Yikes. But what man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. Behold, wet extra large.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the fuck is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great old day. I'm having a good day. It's about to get even better because we got racing from Bristol.
Network and all of television is News Nation. News Nation respects all Americans and is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. And of course, we know Bristol, not for the faint of heart. That's certainly going to be the case tonight. The atmosphere, the race, the playoffs, it offers a little bit of...
Yeah, today we got the Xfinity Series race. It's the Food City 300 from Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. The breakdown for today's race, it is a 300-lap race around a .533-mile racetrack, so that comes out to 159.9 miles. The Food City 300 is named after its lap count. Green flag is at 7:40, so that's about 27 minutes from now. And the stages, stage 1 is 85 laps. Stage 2 is also 85 laps. So that'll be lap 170, right? Yeah, 170. And then the final stage is 130 laps. So, yeah, the fuel is 175 to 185 laps, so you will not have to pit under green at all during this race. And, yeah.
You've got the most points to gain of anybody, even though it is only 5. But this place is challenging for you again today, so what makes tonight a success?
Well, I mean, qualifying didn't go the way we wanted. We're behind the second pace car here, so our Bennett Chevrolet isn't as fast as Xfinity Mobile right this second, but...
I also don't know if y'all noticed, but over on the side, Jaden added a thing, so the drivers who are below the cut line are in red.
That kind of works well for us. You'll see.
That's nice. That's a nice little addition. And that'll especially be nice for tomorrow night's stream, where that's an elimination race. This is actually just the first race of the playoffs for the Xfinity. But tomorrow night's an elimination race for the Cup.
A little off with front tires aren't working the way I'd like throughout the middle of the corner, but then the rears aren't really working how I want on the entry. So not really what you want to hear at a place like Bristol, but I have a lot of faith in this team, everybody at RCR, ECR. If anyone
it honestly is looking really good, Jaden.
We're going to give it all we got.
All right, a lot of changes made to this.
I don't know what else you have planned.
Later on in the race today.
I mean, honestly, this looks great as it is.
4 wins at Bristol across trucks and ARCA. A win here tonight in Xfinity Series would be welcome as it locks you into the round of 8. So as you look at the importance list, what's at the top here at Bristol in order to find victory lane?
Jade, I'm not sure if I did ask you this yet, but once drivers get eliminated and the next round starts, are their names still gonna be in yellow, or will it change back to white?
Because it is so important here. So yeah, we just want to keep that track position, get some stage points for one. Our race is pretty easy. You just pit at the stages.
Oh, the last picture you sent? Yeah.
Kind of throw a wrench in everything.
Yeah, it's not a fit. Yeah, now that I see it, it's not a finished product.
It's going to move up to the top, and you just never know when
but
it's going to
looks pretty good.
How aggressive it's going to be. So it's a little bit of everything, but our car's as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and that's all I can ask for, and hopefully we can get victory lane using it.
That fast car Sam mentioned, it rolls off in the front row.
Thanks, Kim. Well, there's no thrill like taking a risk to win big on or off the track. Just ask Justin Allgaier, Christian.
0% chance of rain? That's not true. It's never 0. It's 0.1.
I've always just loved racing.
Here comes Christian Eckes.
Competition of it, the team atmosphere of it, a group of people.
I remember there was a Red Sox game earlier this year. It wasn't one that I streamed. It was during a Sunday, so I was streaming NASCAR. But it said 0% chance of rain, and then it rained, and it caused like a 17-minute rain delay. Not that bad, but you know, it can rain when it says 0% chance of rain.
I didn't try hard enough, or I wasn't aggressive enough. I want it so bad that you try to will it into existence.
When we first strap in, you amped up and your heart rate's through the roof. It's game on. We have worked so hard to go out there and compete with these big teams and win races.
Living in the moment, trying to learn as much as I can. Not sure when success will come, but as long as I do the best that I can do and the team does as best as they can do, I feel very confident in our chances.
Presented by Powerball. Head to your local lottery retailer to get in the game today.
Take a risk and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer.
Send another picture.
Game for Saturday's estimated Powerball.
Yeah, Jaden's testing some other things right now.
And of course, we are just getting started in the playoffs. But how about we do a little future?
And Jaden, the one that I did download, it will say advanced tomorrow for the guys who won, Briscoe.
Do I win the Powerball jackpot if I get it right?
I don't know about
And,
that. That would be a lot.
Nonetheless. All right, well, these are going to age terribly, and I hope for their sake it does age terribly. I've got Sheldon Creed, Harrison Burton, Nick Sanchez, and Taylor Gray all going out in this first round. This was simply by the numbers that we look at through the course of the regular season to say, hey, this is probably not going to line up for them. One driver I have my eye on, though, Sheldon Creed, the 00. If he wants to advance, he simply has to win. That monkey on his back has to get removed for him to have the freedom to go race for a championship. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten it done by now. I know he has the talent, the speed, the skill, everything it takes to win.
Did I finish my thought? I don't even think I asked it. Is it going to say advanced for Briscoe and Hamlin?
Followed by your championship pick.
Well, if I was going by the numbers,
look, it's Mr. Allgaier.
Then this is your championship for mostly
Mr. Allgaier.
Jesse Love, Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, and Connor Zilic, and of course the heater Connor Zilic has been on.
Oh wow, Aaron Judge just hit a fucking home run.
Because I think he'd be a fitting champion with what he has done this season, all the records he is breaking, how incredible he has been. But he's probably gonna have to go through that man on the left, Justin Allgaier in the 7. He's incredible at Phoenix, and I expect him to be there as well. That would be his strongest competition.
Hey, we actually agree. That was my
Okay. I wonder if it'll say it right after the race if, like, you know, a driver in the playoffs wins.
Just around the corner, pre-race ceremonies are just ahead. We'll be right back.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections.
It doesn't?
Between
Okay.
the initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
Why do they have to schedule Yankees Red Sox during Bristol weekend? You know, couldn't they have like done it during like I don't know, fucking
anywhere,
something dumb?
Everything you need to get back on the road. All set.
Do it during Portland.
Thank you. Take care. Get it fixed now. And
I think they actually did do it during Portland.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
College football's biggest game of the week is on the CW. When number 18, South Florida, collides with number 5, Miami. CW football Saturday,
I see, Jaden.
tomorrow at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific.
Car accident, Catalano wins.
If you've been injured, you need your lawyer to be 2 things. Somebody you can talk to who knows what you're going through, and somebody who's got your back, who'll make sure the insurance company treats you fair.
Nice to you. Tough with that. So call Catalano Law today. As the home of the no-fee guarantee, you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Catalano wins. Call 500-5000.
Oh yeah, just want the ballers to meet.
The #1 pick in 2008, a champion with every team she's played for, Candace Parker. Now she's got a new role.
It always is weird when people say basically potato, but they say it in writing because it's just the same thing. But I guess that's the point.
Aaliyah Boston. 2 generations.
You can't,
one podcast.
you gotta like say potato.
Post moves, new episodes every Wednesday.
Here, I'll spell it out.
Why Am I a Mets fan? With me, Samantha Croston. And me, Ashley Winskowski. I can't wait for the Subway series. Can you believe Soto homered in his first at-bat? This is Why Am I a Mets fan? You've got to watch.
There we go.
At the CW6 News at 10, we serve you.
Or no, it's more like this.
2 of New York's most prestigious Emmy Awards for excellence. Our team of journalists tirelessly cover the stories.
Yeah, it's more like that.
Thanks for trusting us as your news source. The CW6 News at 10.
Back at Bristol Motor Speedway, and boy, are we ready for the playoffs to begin. The round of 12 starts in the hills of Tennessee. A round of Bristol begins tonight. Of course, we've got Parker Kligerman. I'm Carla Metz. And Parker, I want you to tell us.
Whoa!
For these drivers tonight.
Wow, it's intense. You can start to see the crowd filling in. It's awesome. We've heard the drivers talk about how cool it is to race at this racetrack and how intense it is. But it's the great reset for all these playoff drivers. If you're someone who's been on a heater like Connor Zilic, you don't want it to start. But for Harrison Burton, you're glad to get that reset.
And as we get ready
That's
to start
crazy.
pre-race ceremonies, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It's a privilege to serve those who serve. It's time now for our pre-race ceremonies at Bristol.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you are able. Remove your hats and veterans render a hand salute as the Cherokee High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. For tonight's invocation, please welcome from Van Zandt Church of Christ, Mike Wright.
Let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for bringing us here this evening by the way of a great sponsor and host. And as we gather together this evening, we have been reminded this past week of who our true heroes really are. As we remember the events of 9/11, it just reminds us, and other events that happened this week, how valuable our first responders are in our local communities. And how great it is to know that we have a military that's protecting us, not just abroad, but here at home as well. But God, as we gather here this evening, we know that we are in your presence, and we're grateful that you can give comfort, and you can give compassion, and you can give restoration to broken hearts. And we believe with all of our hearts, God, that you can restore unity, because you are a God who does all of those things. So it's my prayer this evening, and prayers of others, that we can begin to put our personal preferences aside and just pull together as one and want for the best for our neighbor. And I know that would be pleasing to you. And it may begin with us here this evening as we gather together in one heart, in one aim, and one goal to enjoy a nice, entertaining evening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Christina Cooper.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Let's hear it for Chris.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice
Golden
that,
Corral
Andy.
has supported our veterans for
I'm gonna
over
change
2
that.
decades through military appreciation nights, providing meals to veterans and active duty service members at no cost. And as a founding partner of Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. It truly is a special experience for their kids and families. Well, Bristol sets the stage like no other. We're going to roll on after we get the engines fired. The command is coming up when we return on the CW.
At Wayfair, ordering in delivers all the style.
What are we craving? Something Italian?
Ooh, you read my mind. Italian will pair great with this bold red. What are you in the mood for tonight?
I'm taking something light.
Couldn't agree more.
Oh.
It's here.
No, I'm gonna talk only about Charlie Kirk
And
today.
delivery was
This is
free.
actually, we're not even doing a race. This is just a Charlie Kirk remembrance stream where we remember all of his tomfoolery and all of his all of his opinions. We're gonna break them down in deep discussion. And we're not going to end the stream until we get to a mutual understanding as people, as a population.
Only on Verizon.
We will be exclusively talking about Charlie Kirk. I'm going to take down all the other stream overlays. I'm turning off the race. We're not doing any of that shit tonight. And this will be a political stream.
Around the planet and back to yourself. Except now the ball is signed. By you. And it's worth $1 bajillion. Time out. Listen. Is that the smell of other men wearing your name on their backs?
There we go. I got the thumbnail updated.
Now you smell like a football man.
No, that shit is sad, though. That shit is fucked. But honestly, I read more tweets that he sent yesterday, and I realized that how much of a piece of shit he actually kind of was. You know? Like, I always thought he was just the guy in the debates that, like, was wrong. Like, he was just the guy that, like, was clearly wrong. But no, he actually is worse than that.
Walmart you thought you knew is now new. Oh, Kansas. You just don't stop giving, do you? The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
See, I wasn't going to talk about it until you said it.
Amazing campground. 3 NASCAR races in 1 weekend, and it's the playoffs. Now you just showing up. But we're not. In fact,
Charlie Kirk definitely hates NASCAR on ESPN.
get your tickets now at KansasSpeedway.com.
They found the guy. They found the guy, by the way. His name is Tyler Robinson.
Described as chaotic. Wild, insane.
We're getting ready to rock here at Bristol.
Untamed. Crazy.
Bristol, baby, this is what it's all about.
I think of aggressive.
Lots of grip, fast speeds.
Sparks are going to be flying. There's just nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You know, the Coliseum is so cool to race in.
He turned himself in? Or no, didn't his dad turn him in? Didn't his dad? His dad snitched on him. Which I think is some fuck shit.
Just even racing a lap around there is insane.
Oh, that's hard. It just doesn't feel right to be going that fast.
If you see this, then you're gay.
I think that's the coolest race that we have.
It's awesome. I love it.
That's crazy. Oh, I thought his dad just turned himself in, or turned him in. His dad. I thought his dad snitched.
A playoff race Jesse Love had circles at one he was looking forward to. And that's not surprising considering he's finished 6th and 4th in his 2 Xfinity starts here. When asked what it was about this track that suits him, he told me...
No, he's actually like a real prick. You know? I never really realized how much of a prick he actually was. I always thought he was kind of like a little bit of a douchebag. Like, you know, we're all allowed to disagree with things, but he was actually like crazy. I never realized how crazy he actually was. Still doesn't, you know, still doesn't deserve to get shot. Still doesn't deserve to get murdered for it.
And it's time to change that narrative. He called on Brandon to collect their debts from the early part of the season. That's not a go ahead to crash people, rather just be more more selfish for their team on the racetrack and take more than they give. They're going to have to employ that mentality from the drop of the green after a 22nd place qualifying effort today, Carla.
Thanks, Dylan. And rookie Carson Quapple has 2 runner-up finishes on concrete tracks, including here at Bristol earlier this year. When you talk to Quapple, you can't help but hear the pressure he's put on himself to get his first win, as he's the only junior motorsports driver who doesn't have a win yet on his record. He said, I don't want to just transfer in. I want to win to boost team morale and to justify why I'm here. Of course, a win tonight would do that for him. It's time now for the command.
All right, let's get these engines fired.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome co-host of WJHL Daytime Tri-Cities, Chris McIntosh.
It is Food City racing time in Tennessee. Drivers, start your engine!
My win pick is the pole sitter, Justin Allgaier. But yeah, so we can go through this race breakdown again. It is a 300 lap race around a 0.533 mile racetrack, so that's 159.9 miles. The stages for tonight are 85 laps for stage 1, 85 laps for stage 2, so that's lap 170. And then the final stage is 130 laps. 4 sets of tires, and a fuel run is 175 to 185 laps, so you will not have to pit under green at all unless you're Dale Jr. and your pants catch on fire. So that's the only scenario where you would have to pit under green. But yeah, alrighty, let's get this shit going, man.
Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and
fucking
slow stomach
booty,
ache, serious allergic reactions, narrow endoglaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know.
Well, Dale Jr.'s not in the race tonight.
Seek help right away if you have hives.
Oh, you mean okay, team win, yeah.
Tongue or throat.
The junior motorsports win.
Breathing or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be. Come and feed.
Imagine what could be. Come and be.
You deserve a news network that roots for America. News Nation is bringing more Americans together with facts, balance, and respect for all of us. See why America's fastest growing cable network is News Nation.
Get the CNY Central Weather Authority app now.
No, I did not see that. Imagine if somebody just like stole all the tires before a race. Like somebody broke into the track like the night before a race and just stole all the tires. So the only tires that people had, the drivers had, was the tires that were on their car at the start of the race. And they had to make it last the whole race.
BFFR. Yeah, best friends for real. We could be 100% real 100% of the time.
BFFR, I'm 100% in.
2 soccer icons, 1 podcast, 0 chill.
The National News Desk, a network of 4,000 local journalists.
This chemical is so toxic that it was removed from children's toys.
Covers America's news now.
Electric scooters are burning with no regulations.
Locally covered.
The medical community is sounding alarm bells.
Nationally connected.
I'm Kayla Gaskins in Tel Aviv.
Choose America's news now. Each weekday morning from the National News Desk.
Weekday mornings at 6 on CW6. Get more orange. Tune into the.
What if he didn't? What if the guy who turned himself in wasn't actually the killer? He just wanted to take credit for it because, you know, fame and attention.
By Apex Entertainment in Destiny, USA.
U.S. military sexual abuse. People who are victims are very reluctant to come forward. Spotlight on America's follow-up investigation. Preventing military sexual assault.
Tonight after NASCAR on CW6. Behind the story.
The last of 3 public hearings on Micron just wrapped up.
There's always more. The CNY Central YouTube channel with exclusive content. Watch what you want, when you want. Get more. Subscribe now to CNY Central on YouTube. Cato conflicted over immigration.
These are the wrong sort of tactics to take with people who live and work in our communities.
CW6 gives a voice to people wondering what's right.
Did they have a job that my son could possibly get?
Stay with the CW6 News at 10.
How about this? It's an awesome night in East Tennessee
CW Sports welcomes you to Bristol Motor Speedway. Tonight it's the playoff opener for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and we're going to have some fun at this iconic short track. Here we are once again, everybody, in the broadcast booth with Parker Kligerman, who was on track last night in the Craftsman Truck Series race. I'm Adam Alexander. We're glad you're here, and we're happy it's the postseason. And tonight it's kind of the balance, the pressure of the playoffs versus the physicality.
Is this the night that Sheldon finally gets his first win?
Physical for those drivers around this
I can only hope.
Racetrack, the world's fastest half mile, to say, the last great Coliseum, and you add in playoff pressure for so many of these drivers. They'll be counting points, and look how tight it is. We go into this first round of the playoffs. Every position is going to matter to each one of these drivers trying to fight for a championship.
I'm not sure how much pressure there is on Connor Zilic. Number 1 seed, 59 points above the cut line tonight, trying to set a record, going for his 5th consecutive victory.
And it's record after record for this driver. There's nothing he cannot do, but I think there's an ounce of pressure to keep it going, because now it means running for a championship. It's all to play for. He wants to keep this going as far as he can, and I think tonight that leads a little pressure on to say, yes, he's been great, but can he keep it up?
He's off to a slow start. He qualified 4th, which is unbelievable for him, because prior to qualifying today, he had started on the front row every time he had raced here in Bristol. So we look at the starting grid. On the pole, the reigning champ, Justin Allgaier.
Right, and 7 playoff competitors qualify in the top 10, and as you mentioned, our reigning champ, Justin Allgaier, is also the only driver in the field to win an Xfinity Series race here, and he starts from P1. Also, we've got 3 playoff drivers on this page, Apple, Smith, and Sanchez. But how about Stephen Parsons? Found out he was driving this car yesterday, and now he has the 3rd best qualifying effort in the history of Joey Gase Motorsports.
You see there in row 10, Nick Sanchez, playoff driver. The only playoff driver starting behind him. They share row 11. Austin Hill, who enters 5 below the cut line. And he's next to Brandon Jones. I have high expectations for Jones. He's won at 3 of the 7 playoff tracks. And then you go those drivers that qualified outside the top 30. Biggest surprise for me is going to be the man Daniel Dye. And unfortunately for Daniel Dye, not a great qualifying
That's kind of cool.
today, but what I would tell you about him, he was 13th here in the springtime, coming off a top 10 run last week. And now we talk to Harrison Burton in the playoffs, qualified 7th.
Let's check in with him. Hey, Harrison, it's Parker Kligerman, the CW booth. You got me? We'll try one more time. Hey, Harrison, it's Parker Kligerman, the CW booth. You got me? I don't think he hears us right now.
Battery's ignoring you.
He possibly is ignoring me, or they switched channels.
So let's call an audible.
All right,
that's fine. Talk to Harrison.
Oh, even the team's trying to find us. Get a hold of him.
You guys are breaking up now. All right, Parker's.
I'm glad that we decided not to talk to Harrison Burton, but you know who I'd like to weigh in now? Dylan Welch, because he's always got something to say. Good evening, Dylan.
Well, hey, Adam, and we'll double-check the 25 is all set on their radio issues, but I want to talk about Brendan Queen in the 11 tonight. Just a couple of years ago, he was working as a longshoreman at a port in his home in Virginia, putting in 12-hour days while also chasing a late model championship at Langley Speedway. Was ready to quit racing, but a friend believed in him, invested in his future, and he's won at every step along the way. Every rung on the ladder that he's progressed up to, he's won. He's on his way to an ARCA championship later this year. Colleague has put him in the 11 car tonight. The goals are simply to run all the laps and learn. He's taken advantage of every step along that ladder. The next opportunity, Kim, is here for Butterbean.
Well, Eric Almirola is back in the seat of the number 19 car for the 2nd straight week, but has not run an Xfinity Series race at Bristol since 2017. And he didn't miss a beat, though, qualifying in the 3rd position, his best starting position this season, despite having to reacclimate to the high banks of the last great Coliseum. Track position key to earn stage points, which is a main goal for the team as they hunt for an owner's championship, and that's a little different approach than they've had for most of the summer stretch. Crew Chief Seth Chaka said they'd have to be a little bit more strategic with their decisions.
Kim, you were talking to us prior to the command about Jesse Love, 2nd-year driver, qualified.
I did click link.
He's going for a championship. Here's their team radio before we go green.
Got a green car. We do it tonight. Go do our job tonight. Just execute, no mistakes. Use the bumper. We got to get stage points. Super important.
3 words.
All right, lights are off.
Very important to remember tonight.
Getting ready to go.
No mistakes. You can't win the championship.
Let's
tonight.
get fucking ready.
A huge opportunity to put yourself behind the 8 ball. Aerial coverage for tonight's race presented by the Lucas Oil Helicopter. Allgaier wins the pole, takes the outside lane. I would say that will be a theme throughout
Alrighty.
the night. As we
Here we go.
restarts. He's on the front row with Sam Mayer.
And green flag is in the air. We are racing from Bristol.
Champion, the playoffs underway in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the 7 of Allgaier gets the early jump at Bristol.
And Connor Zilisch got really swirly there because they got the power down coming out of 4. I don't know what, maybe he got a shot in the rear bumper, but he got very sideways. Sam Mayer was able to slot in the second.
And Mayer gets aggressive in that second position. And you have to be aggressive at this place. Oh, just out of the chain. Look at that. Green and white 41 pushing through.
Sam Mayer.
Connor Zilisch.
We will
second.
see this track widen out tonight as we lay some rubber down. But right early, Connor Zilisch, the inside of Sam Mayer. You want to be locked on the bottom. Left side's painting that yellow line that's sort of blackened from all the rubber that's been run on it the last 2 days. And that stinky stuff they put down this racetrack. And Sam Mayer super sideways there into 3.
And look at the bumper as we settle in. We'll highlight our playoff drivers in blue. You win tonight, you advance to the next round. That means your name will be highlighted in green. Something to follow throughout the next 7 weeks as we try to run down this championship. And look at that battle for 5th. 18 Williams Sawallich. He's got company from Ryan Sieg. A couple of non-playoff drivers making noise early at Bristol.
And when you're trying to run the outside right here, it's going to work as you see for Williams. When it's finished early in the run, there's just not the grip up there compared to the bottom. The bottom's got all that grip because it's been cleaned off essentially. And therefore, you just want to run on that bottom until you get the sense that the top is going to work for you. But right now, for William, it's not, and it's just too early. That will happen, and when it does, something will make a light switch, and everyone will transfer to wanting to run higher. But right now, it's just not working from up there.
Rookie teammates for position. Give it to the 54 of Taylor Gray, who's up to 6th in the running order. Came in tied at the cut line. You talk about the importance of stage points. He needs to gather some up here tonight. Nick Sanchez not great in qualifying. 48 making a splash in the outside lane. And inside of him, 44 is Brennan Poole. And the 17 is Corey Day. Rewind to the spring here. Kyle Larson was driving that car. He was absolutely dominant. This the race, 17th, 18th, and 19th on track.
And Corey's continued to improve in that car. Continues improving in stock cars. Ran the truck race here last night, so got more experience on this racetrack. And I think he's done a great job. Didn't have the qualifying effort they probably wanted, but has continued to show great speed and improvement.
Look at Jeff Burton trying to push through. 21 is Austin Hill. That goes playoff drivers right behind him. Brandon Jones there as well. Look at Sieg making a move. Working over Eric Almirola in the 19.
I just love how you can see these cars moving around so much. That's what's so cool about the Xfinity Series car on this tight half mile that's super fast. You're doing about over 130 miles an hour down the straightaways, and mid-corner speed over 100 miles an hour. So you're absolutely flying around here in these low down
caution.
You've got a caution out.
Whelen caution lights are on, and that's fitting because we had the Whelen onboard camera view. And the first yellow of the night is going to be for the 28 of Kyle Sieg.
Kyle Sieg brings out the caution.
Down
So just under a 3-minute green flag run to start the race.
Replay of it. There's a little bit of contact that we see at Bristol that occurred here, I believe.
28 car, 28th in the running order.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of them getting sideways there.
That's a little after the fact. It was really out of 4 and down the front stretch. Here's another look at it. So Leon Honeyman on the top side. Kyle C gets into the right rear. That connects with Ryan Ellis and a bunch of cars sideways.
FanDuel, that's weird.
With it. Nice save by the 71 of Ellis there. Early caution, Allgaier leading at Bristol.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. We can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
Oh. Didn't think this through, did you?
Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. It's not okay.
Pick up. Joe, pick up the phone. Open up, man.
connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Did you bring it?
My skincare advice? Use All Free Clear detergent, the #1 brand recommended by dermatologists. It's free from fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. Caring for your skin starts in the laundry room. Wash with All Free Clear.
I'm Chad. I work for a professional football team, and I earned my degree online from SNHU. It fit with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, those are packing days. I can get all my assignments done. Wednesday, we're on the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post is due. We're going to leave on Friday. We're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent on the bus and even in the hotel room to finish any of my other coursework that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SNHU and the support system, they make it possible. Go to snhu.edu.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care.
Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
You better get ready, because it's time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. And there's one thing for sure. You win this, there's no going back. No going back to that place where no one knew your name. Back to that time when you didn't know the full weight of the trophy that changes everything. No going back to a world where your name wasn't followed immediately by champion.
Kyle Sieg also got too fast off pit road.
Xfinity Series playoffs, only on the CW.
The Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Early yellow here at Thunder Valley. Justin Allgaier gets the jump. And as we anticipate the restart, looking at the choose, Allgaier once again takes that outside lane. This time it'll be his teammate Connor Zilisch next to him.
And the reason you choose the outside lane is just sort of where you restart is sort of in
All right,
the
here we go.
banking, and it helps to kind of have the hill to your advantage on the outside there, as opposed to being on the inside where you have a lot of wheel in the cars. You try to get the power down, it's hard to get the power down. So the outside usually prevails, and then you get to the bottom as quick as you can once you clear the inside car.
Allgaier, by the way, has now led in 10 consecutive races at Bristol. You think he likes this place?
He's pretty good here.
Good way to open defensive this time. The field set for the Echo Park restart zone.
All right, back green.
Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier.
Not a great restart by Justin Allgaier.
Not by Mayer either. Right out of the lane, going to be able to slide up in the form of Connor Zilisch. Sieg getting after it down low. Almirola follows through, and trapped outside is Mayer.
And now good save Mayer didn't want to have happened, but he clears them there off of 4. And that was good. See, that was good, but you need to make it quick because the bottom's prevailing right now. You didn't want to get stuck on the outside this early.
Harrison Burton, great qualifying effort. We talked about it. He's working that inside lane. Nice perspective here, riding with Jesse Love, who's fallen back from a starting position of 9th tonight back to 13th.
Stuck on the outside right now this early, especially if you're not happy with your car. This just feels like you're bleeding time. You're trying to hear your spotter say clear the inside so you can get down. That's exactly what he does right here behind Stephen Parsons, who had that great qualifying effort at the 35. And now you start to sort of assess your race car and just sort of try to take care of the tires and see where it goes on the long run.
Stephen Parsons not afraid, going toe-to-toe with playoff drivers. He gets Jesse Love, now inside of Sammy Smith.
Sheldon's currently 1 point below the cut line.
Race here at Bristol, 1982. His brother-in-law Sheldon up there in front of him, the 00, trying to run down a championship.
That's so cool to see for Stefan. The limited starts to get to be up front, have this experience, such a great run for this race team. He ran the truck race last night, had a tire go down the third stage. But really cool to see him get this. So he's worked so many jobs in sport, been a spotter, the Cup Series, he's done all sorts of different things. But obviously has the skill behind the wheel.
Wears many hats every weekend, but when he gets an opportunity to race, he always seems to deliver. Slid out of the bottom groove, and that opens the door. Here comes the 2 of Jesse Love and the 4 of Parker Retzlaff waiting in the wings.
Didn't quite clear Jesse Love there. As you see the bottom prevail through the center of the corner. Then there's a bit of momentum on the exit from the top side, which is a bit of an indication as you'll see some of these drivers that are on the bottom to be assessing how does that outside line compare to what I'm doing on the bottom as we go on board here. Look at some of the telemetry of Jesse Love. Let's take a little ride with him.
Even wing nav on. Bumper. There it is. Clear off.
You heard him actually spin the tires a little bit on the exit of 4 there as he was trying to stay below Stefan Parsons. Then was able to clear him eventually in the next corner. But it's that rhythm that you get into around this racetrack that's so key. And the hard part is when you get knocked out of that rhythm and you catch traffic or wherever, it takes you what feels like an eternity, but it's 2 or 3 laps. Because that's just, what, about a minute that it basically takes you to get back in that rhythm and start clicking off lap time.
Playoff standings are in. Sawallich in the 18, not a playoff driver, but he's got playoff drivers all around him. Harrison Burton, 25. 1 is Carson Quample. We talked about the 0 of Sheldon Creed. 8th, 9th, and 10th on the board, and all of them trying to hang in that position, maybe gain a few more spots with 55 to go stage 1. They want those stage points to help themselves in these playoff standings.
You see some of these cars move the top, and I'm starting to see 3 and 4 come in as you look at that big run that Christian Eckes has on the outside of Sammy Smith. 1 and 2, not so much yet. They've really got to push that groove higher and higher to where you're almost at the wall in the middle. That's when the groove has really come in for 1 and 2. But you see the momentum that outside has. That's just going to get stronger and stronger as we run longer in this run.
Really good racing all around the track, but very comfortable out front for race leader Justin Allgaier. What's the story there, Kim?
Yeah, he was able to maintain that lead after the restart, but had a message for his teammate Connor Zilic after the restart. Take a listen.
Tell the 88 if you want to start the race, be the leader. Don't start it on the inside.
And there you have it. Should be fun to watch these two not only battle it out here tonight, but throughout the course of the playoffs.
Good advice.
I'm going to tell you what, if I was a veteran like Allgaier and a young hot shoe came in like Zilic has, I think it would bother me. It doesn't seem to bother Allgaier.
Not at all. He's a real team player. And you talk when you hear as we look back at this restart where the outside prevailed, when he talks about this organization and the success they had, he doesn't just talk about the 7th car. He talks about all the cars in junior motorsports and how important it is for him to see everyone do well because, I think he's really become the elder statesman of that organization, and he's continued to break all sorts of records and then set new records in this series with that organization. I think he feels partly responsible for their success and therefore is proud to see these other junior motorsports cars do well.
When you think about all the wins that Allgaier has delivered for JRM, got him a championship last year, and Connor Zilic delivered their 100th win all-time earlier this season in Indianapolis. And now you look at most laps led all-time at Bristol. No surprise, the man that leads is Kyle Busch. But up to number 2 on that list in front of Kevin Harvick, Justin Allgaier, who has led the first 37 tonight.
That's a pretty good company.
I'd say that's an elite group to be with.
I wouldn't mind ever being on a list of those 2.
You start on the pole, and then you get to choose which lane you start in. And you lead the race, you get to have lane selection. Allgaier said, give me the outside, and he's making it pay off. He's led every lap so far. This move was key to get him ahead of the curve and take advantage of the field. It's Justin Allgaier, the king of the concrete, who's out front right now in Thunder Valley.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Saw you were scoping out my tires the other day.
I need some new ones. I was going to ask you what those were.
Good eye. Those are Atturo tires. They really grip on the street and the trail. Cute dog, by the way. Stylish all-season tires from a company with an off-road racing heritage. Atturo puts performance within reach.
There are many ways to say I love you. My favorite, here's your Kohl's Cash.
20 years is a lot of love. All month, enter for a chance to win Kohl's Cash and shop the customer appreciation event now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Say you get a surf shack on Airbnb. Now you can also get a surf lesson with a pro surfer. Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food critic. You can even get a home in the heart of Seoul and a dance class, K-pop style.
All of my girls looking good and they got their own money.
Homes, experiences, and services. Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
Love your plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including a cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Missing your team's games on Sunday? Not an option. So whether you're a picked up an afternoon shifts fan, or just a move to a new city fan, or at a Sunday afternoon wedding fan, Verizon's got you covered. Get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. Every out-of-market game, every Sunday afternoon. That's up to $480 in value. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
You've done so much, Pops. Any wisdom you can share with us?
There is no limit to unlimited wings.
Yeah, but by definition, unlimited. That's the definition of unlimited.
Okay, guys, instead of getting WeatherTech, I saved a few bucks and got some cheap foreign-made floor mats. But they really stink, so put these on.
Mom, I'm thirsty. Don't settle for cheap, stinky floor mats. At WeatherTech, we make our floor liners and cargo liners here in America out of pure, non-toxic American materials.
Dad, next time get interesting.
Find out everything we have at WT.com.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Catch flights and comfy feels with Skechers Slip-ins Arch Fit sneakers. Just step in and go. Getting through airport security will be a breeze. Plus, this style called the Arcade comes in so many stylish colors to go with all your favorite travel outfits.
Austin Hill did it to himself.
Arch Fit sneakers.
Minus 11 right now.
Power play by heading to your local lottery retailer to get in the game for Saturday's estimated Powerball jackpot of $50 million. Justin Allgaier leading here at Bristol, but his teammate Sammy Smith back to 18th. What's going on there, Dylan?
Yeah, they're having issues. Sammy thinks that the car is blowing up. They basically told him to give the vitals, which are all the gauges and everything in the car, and you see him, he's dropped to the bottom and is off the pace. He's lost positions here. They told him basically we're going to have to keep running until we see smoke or it starts to blow up. So they're trying to diagnose it. Everything happens so quick. Still trying to diagnose it as he goes around here. But on the radio now, it's getting worse for the 8. He is way off the pace.
Right, Dylan, you can see the smoke coming out of the pipes right there. How devastating for Junior Motorsports this 8 team. You just cannot put yourself in a hole in these playoffs, how tight it is. We saw this in the Truck Series playoffs. We saw this in the Cup Series with drivers having incidents and problems in the first race. And you think back to last week, the 1 car, Junior Motorsports, out of that race with an engine issue. Now the 8 of Sammy Smith. Let's take a listen to his radio.
You know, you saw the playoff standings.
Sammy Smith slow on track.
Came in 4 above the cut line, but a free fall now, unscheduled. Green flag.
Unscheduled pit stop.
A ton of laps if you
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Get back out there if you resolve the problem, and look at that. I mean, it was -9. It's gone to -20, and that's just going to continue as he sits idle on the pit lane and they try to figure it out. Meanwhile, left of your screen, you can run, but you can't hide at Bristol, the race leader in a bunch of lap traffic.
Right. Sammy Smith's team here is going to take a look at all the situations.
They're under the hood right now.
Motor, try to assess what's happening, potentially try to cool it down. You mentioned the traffic. That's the thing about this place. Even when it's the leader, you catch them so quickly, and then they're running to, the high line and the bottom lane. So when you're just an all-guy, where do you go? You're just trying to assess each of these as you catch them and try to figure out exactly which, almost get in their brain and understand which lane are they going to choose, where are they going to go, and try to time that to get away from Connor Zilisch. But it's such a tough thing to work through traffic at this racetrack as the leader.
25 laps to go in the stage, 24 as they come across the start-finish line now. And when you're a driver that's in jeopardy of going a lap down, and you know the caution's coming, you either try to fight to stay on the lead, or you try to hold the leader up so another car doesn't go a lap down, and when the caution comes out, you know you can get the free pass. So there is nothing easy for the leader. Even though the cars are slower, they will wrestle you for all you're worth in this situation.
To that point last night in the truck race, I did that exact thing in the car I raced the hardest all night was the leader each time they were trying to lap us. So I know it very well. And it's to your point, it's what your job is. When you're Anthony Alfredo right now,
Zilisch is closed in on Allgaier, but got the lap cars.
If he does, then stay right with him or as close as you can to stay the first car lap down to get the free pass if the caution comes out.
Allgaier gets by Alfredo, who scored 25th. Blaine Perkins had already gone a lap down in this race.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care.
Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sammy Smith still on pit road.
Pick up.
Is he done, or is they're not doing much work anymore?
Open up, man.
Connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
Yeah, that's really shitty for Sammy Smith. Minus 23 now.
Know when to run. Run. He's automatic from 40.
Yep, Sammy Smith's being pushed back to the garage.
When the dealing's done.
You won't drop any more spots though, so the lowest he'll be is well.
Yeah, I've been doing this
actually,
a
no,
lot.
that's not true because he'll drop more points because of
Ever since
stages.
I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, no touching the odds.
Get your first month free at BlueChew.com.
We're here. Progressive's accident response detected an accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's Superman?
Saving the world, maybe?
So we did this!
Yeah, I don't think car insurance is really his thing. Not with us around.
Yeah, started your claim.
I guess not all heroes wear capes.
Yep, somewhere, tummy capes.
Don't say things like that out loud. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Closed captioning for this race is brought to you by Varo, the bank that puts money in your pocket. 11 laps to go. Stage 1, NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff opener at Bristol. Justin Allgaier leads. Connor Zilisch is second. Just before the break,
Allgaier's led every lap so far.
He continues to be the first car in that category. Next car to go a lap down would be Matt DiBenedetto. He'll try to hang on, and just in front of him, a few playoffs. whole lot of drama going to unfold at the end of this stage.
Right, Austin Hill, Brandon Jones, and Nick Sanchez, which means they're going to be pushing really hard here. It's just up the road from Justin Allgaier. Good for them as there's a bit of traffic.
Oh, around goes Corey Day. Oh, somebody else hit him. Was that Parsons?
Second caution of the
Parsons hit him.
comes out inside of 10 laps to go on the stage.
Caution is out. And that was about
We talked about how great Stefan
about a 15.5-minute green flag run.
Great job he did in qualifying, and Corey Day coming off a career best first top 10 finish coming last Saturday night in St. Louis.
Such a shame for Stefan.
Sorry, 16.5 minute.
You have had such a great qualifying effort, the third best in this team's history. Just a second start this season, the Xfinity.
Sammy Smith behind the wall. Steering wheel undone, helmet coming off. What a tough start.
That'll be it for Sammy Smith.
Gut-wrenching because you just come in here with so much optimism, but let's take a look.
He's not out.
Here, Corey Day.
Not listed as out. He's just listed as off at the moment.
Like Corey maybe came down on him a little bit.
But,
Jesse was as low as you possibly
I mean, I'd
could
say,
be.
yeah, obviously try to get every point you can.
Tries to avoid him, and it may seem late, but things happen so fast at this racetrack, and you're going so quickly. As we look here, just how they entered. Yeah, it's just got to give him the room there. Jesse was definitely squeezed down from Corey, and I think Corey was trying to adjust to the car on the outside at the same time. There just wasn't enough room for the both of them.
Well, and Brennan Poole was kind of on the other side of that in the spring, but he's able to drive by to the outside and avoid the incident. Perfect view here, riding on board with Love. So here you go. You know, we're going to have pit road open here. Do you flip the stage, which would give you some track position when we go green in stage 2? But if you pit here, you might be giving up some stage points, and there are some drivers coming down. Here they are on progressive pit road.
Oh.
Sam Mayer has brought his car down pit road. His only feedback was really just that the brake pedal was squishy. That was his verbiage at the very beginning of this race. But I think that problem sorted itself out. Pretty happy with the race car. They'll change 4 tires and fuel, Cam.
As we look at Justin Allgaier about to make his stop, he said really good balance, just neutral entry, little tight center, free off. They're going to drop to the right side air pressure to give him more side bite. Middle of your screen, Ryan Sieg just major complaint on a little free end. That's the only thing he gave feedback-wise. And then Connor Zilic at the bottom there. Just need a tiny bit of entry security. Really close, though, he said, on balance. Maybe a little slow there on the Ryan Sieg stop.
You pick pits based on how you qualified last week. Number 1 pit stall, Connor Zilic, and he makes it pay off. The race off progressive pit road. CZ in front of Allgaier. Mayer, Sieg, and Gray hold serve. Now you evaluate the drivers that stayed out. Among them, Harrison Burton, who was 9th. He doesn't pit here. He'll give up a ton of track position when he pits after the stage is over. But when you're in his position, you want stage points. You stay out, you get some track position, and maybe you can steal some on what's going to be a run less than 5 laps to end the stage.
And if you look at their regular season performance, they were great at finishing races, but the one area they lacked compared to all their competitors in the playoffs was stage points. They severely needed to get stage points to make a statement by getting stage points here. They did the first part of that job, which was qualifying well. They were in the top 10 here, but they're going to take this risk and try and get even more stage points. I think it's a good risk to take.
Harrison came in below the cut line, now above the cut line. Other end of the spectrum for Sammy Smith. Came in +4, done for the night. And the body language tells the story for the driver out of Iowa. Jesse Love also stays on track. Everyone else pitted, so 2 drivers stay out. This is huge because, you know, you're only going to have a short run.
Oh, wow, Sheldon Creed to the rear.
It's nice to have the track position and control of the restart, but the problem is those fresh tires and fast cars going to be right behind you. They wanted a bigger buffer here than what they got, no doubt.
Well, the best news for Harrison is that at least he has Jesse Love. Most likely be on the inside if he takes the outside. Cam, you have more on the 2?
Yeah, Danny Stockman, the crew chief, came on and told his driver this was the only way we could get stage points. I don't like the call. You're just going to have to hang on, buddy.
Doesn't like his own call.
This restart's going to be wild. And Sheldon Creed, unfortunately, made a pit stop, and they're going to have to drop to the rear, speeding when he came down the pit lane. You know, we talked about it off the top. You can't have mistakes. You can't have issues. You know, we see what's happened to the 8 of Sammy Smith. engine problems there, and now a self-inflicted wound for Sheldon Creed, who has the speeding penalty and is going to lose a ton of track position. Was inside the top 10 prior to the cycle of stops there. Well, the Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. The opening stage, only 85 laps, 3 to go, and it's been entertaining, a whole lot going on.
We've seen the Whelen lights a couple times.
Yes, we have.
This one. This is going to be a really interesting finish here with the 25 Harrison Burton, the 2 of Jesse Love staying out on those older tires. We've seen this work before at Bristol. In just a couple lap sprint, that lead car.
It's going to be a 2-lap sprint to the finish of the stage.
Starting on the bottom, older tires. He's going to have to do his best not to get swamped by the 7, the 88, and everyone behind him.
Connor Zilic gets that outside lane because he won the race off pit road. That was big for him. Could take control of the race here. So watch that battle as well as everything cycles through to begin stage number 2. 2-lap sprint.
Go back green for 2 to go in the stage.
The opening stage. The field is set for the Echo Park restart zone. Echo Park Automotive.
2-lap shootout.
Is easier, better, and happier.
Green flag.
Harrison Burton, Jesse Love, old tires for
Harrison got a little sideways there with the tap from Connor Zilic. Oh, and he didn't get the best restart. Jesse Love takes the
Jesse Love to the lead. Final lap of the stage. Oof! Oh, Jesse Love up the track. Justin Allgaier back to the lead. And Jesse Love loses 5 spots right there on the final lap, and Justin Allgaier wins stage 1 at Bristol.
Zilic is second. Burton able to get big stage points in third. Love hangs on to the top 5.
So that was a 39-second green flag run to end the stage. And Justin Allgaier wins stage 1 at Bristol.
They were 3 and 4 wide behind him, and somehow they got away with it.
Justin Allgaier gets his 11th stage win of the year. That's best of all drivers. I thought it was going to be Jesse Love, who has the lead, but there he goes on those older tires, and the 7 takes advantage.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
A wing with no bone is no less a wing.
That was beautiful, Pop.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love wings. You too.
There it is.
Do you believe that? Yeah, this one is going to be tight. What a thriller.
Only the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
The stage is set, and the rivalry is reignited.
Does it get better than this? Yankees and the Red Sox.
This weekend on Yes, the Bombers enter hostile territory locked in a fight for playoff position.
Such a big game for both teams.
And with the division up for grabs, every game hits different. Every pitch drips with consequence. And every win can tip the scales.
Everything on the line.
Yankees Red Sox. Coverage begins Saturday at 3 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Are you getting any benefits with your current checking account? With Benefits Checking from Seneca Savings, you get VIP access to everyday life. Enjoy local dining deals, travel savings, ID theft support, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and more. Savings for you that could add up to $304 a year or more. All this just for having the right checking account. Stop into any branch today and upgrade your checking. Seneca Savings, for life's journeys.
Oh yeah, that's what a ball is for me.
the #1 pick in 2008. A champion with every team she's played for. Candace Parker. Now she's got a new role.
Is this thing on?
She's a national champion, 5-time gold medalist, the #1 draft pick and Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston. 2 generations, 1 podcast.
I don't know what's going to happen today. Our show is definitely going to be honest, I'll tell you that.
Post Moves, new episodes every Wednesday.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. GoodRx. Save time and money on prescriptions. Check GoodRx. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR and American Express Card. Stage 1 complete at Bristol for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Let's get a report from Dylan Welch.
And Sammy Smith is out of the car and done for the night. So heard the motor issues, but how do you sum up the disappointment of being done this early?
Yeah, Dylan, it's very disappointing. It's a tough way to start the playoffs. Unfortunate situation.
Says they say he's done for the night, but the leaderboard says he's just off right now. So.
Does such a good job, and it's just a fluke deal. So.
But he's in street clothes, so looks like he's done for the night.
We work so hard, and to not really have a shot, it gets frustrating. So, yeah, we'll just have to do our best the next 2 weeks of the playoffs, and we'll see.
Yeah, they'll head to Kansas with some work to do. Spoke with the team. It sounded like a freak head gasket issue. They had a water leak in practice, and not entirely sure if it resulted from that or not, but just kind of a unfortunate event here that takes the 8 out of it.
You know, Parker, you referenced Carson Quapple last week. This is just the 4th engine-related DNF for JRM in the last 4.5 years, and they've had a problem 2 weeks in a row. So, you know, it's worth noting, and could be two totally unrelated things, and there's nothing to draw conclusions from there, but something to keep an eye on, certainly when you have a couple back-to-back like that.
It's a tough pill to swallow, and he's in a hole right now, but I can tell him from experience, you can possibly transfer. It's just going to take a lot and a big effort.
And you know what? Other drivers could have problems as well. It seems to happen in the playoffs. Progressive Pit Road is open. Harrison Burton in, Dylan.
That's right. They finished 3rd there and get those valuable stage points. Harrison's feedback was that his car was in a all-4-tire slide, but was a tight condition is what he was battling. So you saw the small chassis adjustment they made there. Also made a small air pressure adjustment, 4 tires and fuel. And as we said, stayed out there when the others pitted just to try to get those stage points for the 25. Here's Jesse Love and Kim.
Yeah, we saw him get a little squirrely, loose in position on the stage. At first he thought it was a tire issue. Then he said, no, maybe he ran through a big patch of rubber buildup. He said, I've never felt something like that before. You see the chassis adjustment. That's when you cannot get off the corner. Just needed 2 numbers tighter on the car, especially since he'll be in traffic. Danny Stockman, the crew chief, says, no hold bar here. When we go green, you have got to go, so we stay on the lead lap.
That's a great point, because anytime you lose the track position here, as good as those guys have been out front, you can find yourself with a leader breathing down your neck. How about Justin Allgaier? 13 career stage victories into playoffs. That's why he's the champ, and doing it once again with all the money on the line. He's the leader as we get set for stage 2.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy, have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated neuroendoglaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, neuroendoglaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Yeah, AJ Allmendinger on the pole. I think that's pretty cool.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. See me that. No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching. Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate to save money and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
At Wayfair, we bring style to every get-together. We brought wings.
You mean these wingback chairs? Dive in, everyone. We brought plenty.
We brought the ranch.
Woo! Wings and ranch? Now it's a party.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment.
Kyle qualified 32nd. That's just lovely.
HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. Eylea HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take Eylea HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like Eylea HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels.
Yeah, we got a week until New Hampshire. That's pretty fucking sick.
Risk of heart attack or stroke.
I'm excited.
Still so much to see. Ask about next generation Eylea HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
You've only got so many weekends. Spend one doing something nobody saw coming. Is it a party, a festival, a race? It's all of that. And all in
Weather looks great. Well, it's still very far out.
Action, 100 reasons to say this is actually awesome. It's fast, it's wild. It's the cutoff race in NASCAR's playoffs. The wild.
They need to put lights at that place, bro.
Sunday, October 5th. Get tickets at charlottemotorspeedway.com.
Kyle Busch will win the lobster. I like that idea.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew.
It's not like it's, you know, the racetrack where he had his literal worst race of his career.
Getting ready for stage 2 at the world's fastest half mile. Entertaining opening stage, and now the Chews. Teammates going to share the front row here. I was curious to see how
exactly. That's been my point.
I think, but in this situation,
you know?
we know the top is a little better, but we've seen the bottom there.
And they say that another issue is lighting the parking lots, but when we left last year, it was literally pitch black, and we got out just fine. So I don't understand that point either.
We look at our playoff standings. It's always going to change a lot, but you go over to the cut line. Think about the strategy that's played out for Love and Burton. All that will cycle when they gain some spots. Hill, despite the
honestly, I really don't remember much of. I remember when, like, you know, we all left the track, but I don't remember, like, sitting in traffic. I think I passed out.
In better position, how that worked for Harrison Burton and Jesse Love, and how smart that move was to go for those points.
Restarts
New Hampshire never had lights.
And always significant. You want to take control. Allgaiers had control.
Green flag.
Here he is dancing through the Echo Park. Automotive restart zone 7 on point again.
And great practice as the leader of these restarts, and doing a great job once again to be able to clear the inside and jet off there on the bottom.
Mayer second row outside lane, trying to make it work into 41. 39 has been there.
Sheldon Creed in 20th. Damn, Zilly. Zilly Zonker's going crazy out here. Is he the greatest in the world? Sam not streaming a playoff race, disgusting. Yeah. Jaden, how about you? I'll give you the stream key. You gotta stream, but you gotta do face cam. That's the deal. You can have the stream key, and you can stream the race. You can fill in for me, but you gotta do face cam. Yeah, you gotta have a Jaden face reveal for this to be a thing. Let's get Jaden out. Well, Jaden going out to a race would be an automatic face reveal. Because, you know. Jaden went to Homestead earlier this year.
Wow. Laid the tire marks on the track. That's incredible.
Top 3 playoff drivers, and we'll highlight
Jaden showed me his face like one time 5 years ago. I think it was actually like 6 years ago. But I don't remember. And he was obviously younger then.
What did Sam Merritt tell us about these 3 drivers at the front last week? The big 3. He called them the big 3.
The greatest mystery.
There they are, 1, 2, 3 at the start of the playoffs here at Bristol.
He spoke for everyone. It was self-proclaimed.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I really don't. I remember for the longest time, I actually thought Jaden was like a little black kid. I really did. I thought he was a little black kid. And then, no, he is white. I can confirm white. He does have a nose, yes. He is not Voldemort. He does have hair, yeah. What is this right now? He does have a face, yeah. That would be wild. If he's just like... just no face. Just a head. No face, though.
Isn't it supposed to be challenging? These first-year drivers came to play tonight. 4 of them right there. 1 is Quapple. Dean Thompson, 26. 54, Taylor Gray. And just behind William Sawallich, who was a runner-up in the last 2 races.
We've seen it all year. It's hard to remember some of them are rookies, just how well they run a variety of tracks.
Jaden, that's what I noticed that. Jaden has gotten really quiet. I just noticed that.
That's what's made this rookie class so incredible is you have really good runs by a lot of these drivers, great rookie seasons, and then there's Connor Zillich, who's just set the bar so high.
Dean Thompson really at home at Bristol, top 10 in the spring and getting it done again tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, they are rolling, and we'll give you a Toyota driver update on the St. Hunt Racing number 26. They admitted qualifying is not Dean's strong suit, but they knew he was going to have a good race car, and he is delivering on that. They felt
Come here, bud.
long-run speed was their strength, so to see the speed they got here after this restart, I think is
Look at the little buddy.
but felt as good about this race car as they did about the ones that did finish in the top 10 here in the spring. He felt a little
Yeah, Jaden.
all the way around the racetrack before that last stop, and they didn't make any adjustments. The track was going to tighten up as they expected, and that was the right call. They are flying in the 26.
Love to see that. Both the Sam Hunt's Toyotas were top 10 here in the spring. Corey Heim was driving the 24. And look at this battle for the lead. All playoff drivers, all drivers that have won this season. Mayer in front of Zillich, in front of Allgaier. But anybody's guess how the
Bring Chester.
laps of the stage will go.
I think this is such a statement by Sam Merritt to get the lead from these junior motorsports cars, which have really dominated the summer portion of this season. We know the win for Sam Merritt came in Iowa. He was really fast there. But I just feel like this is a big moment for him to get to the lead in the way he did after the adjustment.
Jaden, actually, yeah, Jaden doesn't have a face. He can join the Headless Hunt from Harry Potter.
We look at the top 3, and we mentioned the fact that we're going for the championship. And we really have playoff drivers scattered all throughout the field. Our Kobenfei onboard camera. Mayer's
Little
bumper
frog.
looking back at Zillich, who's playing with his line. Allgaier painting the inside lane. And so we go back to these playoff drivers that are trying to come from behind a little bit. Sheldon Creed had the speeding penalty, but he's doing okay coming back to 15. Austin Hill does not have a great race.
Chester,
car,
I will
16.
eat you.
And Harrison Burton, who stays out to get the stage points, you give up the track position.
I think we determined that Chester would be 2 meals for me. I could get 2 meals out of Chester. 1 feast and 2 meals.
Since the restart, this has just been a really impressive day overall. From practice to qualifying for the 25, they just showed great speed. The first stage was great. Love the call by Danny Eflin to stay out there and get those stage points, something that they've lacked most of this regular season. They've been one of the most aggressive teams in trying to manipulate the stages to their advantage, whether it's staying out or possibly pitting early and putting on a set of tires and risking not having to later.
Walk away from my phone for like 5 minutes and had to listen to 20 Jaden questions with Sam.
50 to go.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Stage 2 at Bristol. Mayer is out front. You see the points as they run. Look at that cut line. Going to be a story for the next 7 weeks. Sanchez +3 over Burton as they exchange spots.
Jaden, do you still have hair? Can we at least confirm that? Or 2 questions. Do you still have hair and are you still white? Are you still white?
We brought plenty.
Those are my two questions. Michael Jackson turned white and he was black. So it is a reasonable question. It is possible.
Fact. Consumer Cellular can help people save.
It is possible to change your race.
That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they can save. Let's cut the face.
You are still white and you do have hair. There we go.
Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. Let's even cut our hats. Is that just a
Do you wear glasses though? I do at least want to know that.
Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
That's true. Yeah, Michael Jackson didn't have a nose. Well, did he?
Yeah. Because of dirt bike
gas stations.
I feel like in the early days he did. Oh no, he had a nose. He had a nose all the way through.
Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming.
Only Voldemort doesn't have a nose.
When you bundle with us.
Look at this hot rodder.
My biggest frustration with other deodorants is that they don't
Jaden, do you wear glasses? Are you a fucking nerd or something?
Job. Over the course of the day, Mando holds up, keeps me fresh all day long. I wanted something that works, and Mando works.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later.
Camden wears glasses, so I just dissed him too.
Pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe-Light Repair, Safe-Light Replace.
New Gain Tango scent boosters. With 2 irresistible scents coming together, you can't help but dance. Oh wow, that's fresh. New Gain Tango scent boosters. More scent, more joy.
I knew that something was different. I knew it, I called it.
It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Guys, have you heard about Blue Chew? It is one small little blue chewable tablet delivered directly to your door whenever you need them. The holy grail. I promise you will not regret it. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Stronger? Stronger and lasting longer. For the ladies, let your man know and you're welcome in advance.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance?
What's a Beyblade? I don't fucking know. I'm not like the knower of things. What?
And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane.
You do have
Now
glasses.
you're up to speed. You in?
How else could I have worked on the leaderboard? What do you mean? Oh yeah, nerd.
You
Yeah.
better get ready, 'cause it's
Yeah, you are a
NASCAR
nerd.
Xfinity Series
That is
playoffs.
true.
And there's one thing
You fucking nerd.
you win this. There's no going back. No going back to that place.
I don't know, man.
No one knew your name. Back to that
You must have a special place in your heart because I don't fuck with nerds, dude.
no going back to a world.
You got a special place in my heart, Jaden. Because typically, nerds get shoved in lockers and get swirlies in toilets.
On the CW.
That's usually how I go about
This Tuesday,
dealing with
former
nerds.
NXT champions turned WWE megastars invade the CW. Rhea Ripley, Stephanie McCurr, Tiffany Stratton, Carmella Hayes, and more return for an NXT homecoming. Don't miss a very special NXT Tuesday, 8/7 Central right here on the CW. We're live in Bristol. Closed captioning for this race.
What a fucking nerd, dude. Like, seriously.
In your pocket.
Some of those slams you saw there is how many of these drivers will feel after this race when they wake up tomorrow morning. This place.
No, Nick's not a nerd. He's just a.
There is on the
He's an anomaly. He has glasses and is definitely not a nerd.
beats you around the joints in the concrete surface, batter your head.
He actually did do pretty good in school though, but not a nerd. He was like a B student, B/C student, like, you know. Well, I guess I wouldn't say really good at school, but you know, he passed all his shit and passed it comfortably.
And it's also just balancing your race car in each corner, and as we talk about rhythm, getting knocked out of your rhythm, then having to find a way back into that rhythm is really tough. And you're constantly assessing where the
I could do
racetrack
that.
is, where it's moving groove-wise, if you need to be up top or on the bottom. You're doing all those things simultaneously within a 15-second lap. So it's just an incredible amount of things happening within this very short amount of time.
Going to be 30 laps to go, second stage. Top three just can't get away from each other. Mayer leading Zilich and Allgaier. Allgaier's led 95 laps tonight, won the opening.
You know, I used to wear glasses.
race off pit road.
Not anymore.
They made their pit stops there
But I used to.
prior the end of the stage.
But Camden, you're also a fucking nerd. What are you talking about?
It's been this
Fucking
trio so
nerd.
far that has dominated stage number 2.
I was just gonna say,
Oh, I'm Camden. I did good in school. I passed all my classes. Ha ha ha. I'm smart.
Blames them thinking that Justin Allgaier shoots to the top side in 3 and 4, and now the same in 1 and 2. He's going to lose a little bit of time.
I remember you actually were a very smart student.
It changes everything you've been doing. You have to
Why are you wasting your time with me?
try to get back to the throttle earlier than you would on the bottom.
Never denied that.
To get into that rhythm of running the top side. We'll see if it eventually works for Justin Allgaier.
Here's the other thought. He's got a full second.
You're a teacher? Oh my god, dude. What a fucking nerd. Oh my god. I didn't even know that. I knew you were like doing school for it, but I didn't know you actually got the teaching job. What are you teaching? You fucking nerd.
Been in that position for a good portion tonight, but Harrison Burton on the comeback trail as well.
This is great to see and really impressive as he's shooting the bottom now, and that's what you'll do is you've been running the top side and you across 3 cars like this all running the top side. You only have one option, and that is to go somewhere they're not. That means running the bottom and trying to make that work, even if it's not the best place for your race car.
Bro, I swear if you say math, I'm gonna fucking... Oh, you're an intern. Oh my god. So you're a nerd and a fucking pushover?
Shoot to the bottom when you can.
Hey, Jeremy Clements has welcomed himself to this party.
Oh my god.
They fight for position, and no one can make a move. Maybe be
You're a nerd and you don't even get paid for it?
Clements, the veteran driver from South Carolina, in a year going to become the all-time leader when you talk about starts in the Xfinity Series, and has been really good at Bristol. A lot of top 15 finishes here for that team.
And what's so cool about Bristol is we see this often when we come here in the Xfinity Series is smaller teams, maybe not the newest.
That's mean. I'm mean. I'm a mean person. I'm sorry.
This racetrack, how tough it is, how dynamic it is, how much it changes.
Ah, fuck no. I'm not sorry.
We see teams like
I'll say it again.
be able to compete higher than they normally do just because of the nature of this racetrack.
8th, 9th, and 10th, all rookies. Sawalich, Gray, and Sanchez. 2 of them playoff drivers.
Cancel Sam.
Having that gap to Ryan Sieg that allowed him to sort of
Sam's mean to his friends.
And that's a great point because when you're in these tight packs, as William Sawalich looks at the bottom, his teammate Taylor Gray here not able to clear.
What are you teaching? Or like, what are you becoming a teacher though? I swear if you say math, I'm gonna give you a swirly in the fucking toilet. I feel like you would be a history teacher. I feel like that's what you would do.
20 laps to go. Stage 2. It's Mayer out front of Zilich and Allgaier. Sieg, Almirola complete the top 5.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
But that's why the sleepovers the next day. I was going to flip the games on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
upper elementary, it's not like a single subject, it's just like, that's right, because it's like, yeah, in elementary, you kind of just teach everything.
You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, and I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be happy.
Are you teaching at our school that we went to, OQS?
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed. You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay
Woodstock.
later. And this.
Bro teaches at a place called Wood. Wood.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Having insurance isn't the same as having Safe Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Bro went to Woodstock in fucking 1968 or whatever it was.
Just one salon dermatologist. That's why you need a real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Mando.
No, he actually went to Woodstock 99 and just like
doesn't cover up the stink with fragrance.
that show was crazy. He set shit on fire at Woodstock 99.
So if you're looking for a deodorant that keeps you fresh all day long, try Mando, the right tool for John.
A wing with no bone is no less a wing.
That was beautiful, Pop.
He was surfing the crowd with Limp Bizkit at Woodstock 99.
You too.
Ryan Sieg's on pit road right now. Definitely an unscheduled stop because there's no green flag stops in tonight's race. Yeah, 6'7" is the big thing. I just know it was something a rapper said, but I actually don't know that's one of the things I don't know. I feel like I'm old now because I don't entirely get it, but I kind of get it, you know?
Is what being a NASCAR fan is all about. Singular history and tradition. Unmatched on-track intensity. And triple-header playoffs action to ratchet up the stakes. Throw in a can't-miss concert, camping, and the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got more than a race. You've got Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Great battle for the race lead as we get 8 laps to go. Stage 2.
Bro, Camden is such a nerd, bro. Like, you should, like, be a cool kid, dude, and just, like, smoke weed and, like, drink beer and, like, fucking heroin, bro. All the cool kids are doing it. You gotta hit your vape, bro.
Some of these drivers are multiple laps down. The one to focus on right now, 42, Anthony Alfredo. He's the first driver 1 lap down. That gray and red machine, the 90.
Oh, yeah, you are a Ryan Sieg fan. I forgot about that. I'm a Sheldon Creed fan, so. You'd rather see your 50th birthday? Bro's gonna live to 50? What a fucking... Oh, my God. What a fucking nerd, dude. Bro, I'm gonna die before 30, dude. I'm gonna join the 27 club, and you're gonna live till 50? Fucking nerd.
Who are side by side in front of him. Sometimes the leader can even shoot through the middle here if he diamonds down in 3 and 4. That's a really risky move.
Gets around both the 42 and the 99, putting Alfredo and DiBenedetto a lap down. Next car he'll see to put a lap down, Parker Retzloff in the 4, but he's got some cushion, some cars multiple laps down in between he and race leader Sam Mayer, who's trying to hang on and...
Bro's gonna see his fucking child graduate. What a fucking nerd, dude.
You can see his hands working inside that race car on the exit of the corners, working that wheel as he slides the right rear. As he goes down into turn 3
Stupid ass fucking 50-year-olds.
Inside that 41 car, trying to hold off Connor Zillich here.
2 to go in the stage.
I got 4 more years, dude. That's it.
Career,
woo!
Zilly
Zonkers just lost the lead.
That got so tight right there. Is Sam trying to go below Jeff Rear at the same time that Connor Zillich was down there?
I never actually really had it, but...
Zillich looking high. Get to the outside of Mayer. Here they come.
Who's gonna win the stage? Final lap, final corner, side by side. Who's it gonna be? Zilly Zonkers wins stage 2 at Bristol.
Continues to deliver highlight reel moments.
Wow.
Unbelievable for 88.
That was awesome. And Sam Mayer was in such a tough position. He wanted to probably be...
So that was about a 20-minute green flag run for stage 2 right there.
Cars up top. He wasn't able to go there. He chose the bottom, and Zillich shot through the middle there and got the momentum.
The 31 club. Oh my God.
Stage 1 to Justin Allgaier. Stage 2 to Connor Zillich.
Who else died at 31? Actually, I can look that up.
10th stage victory of the campaign, and he does it like this, going around Mayer to the outside, 1 to go. Oh my goodness, was this impressive.
Liam Payne, that's right. Liam Payne died at 31. Oh yeah, Corey Monteith. Rest in peace, Corey Monteith. I don't know these other assholes.
The doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD. Things changed for me. The Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Yeah, I don't know these other people.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
No, that Charlie Kirk shit's fucked. It really is.
Mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Like, I kind of realized over the last, like, day or so, because I always saw him in the videos, though, I always saw him as the guy in the debate videos who was like clearly wrong. Like he was clearly the guy who was wrong. But like I never really saw him as more than that. Like you can be wrong and still be a good person, you know. But like I saw some of his old tweets and like yeah, he's actually kind of a piece of shit. Doesn't justify killing him though. You know, nobody deserves to die. No kids deserve to live without their father, you know.
Have you tried these Febreze carb benefits?
He's still a person with a family and kids.
I could turn it up. That smells good. Or turn it down. Nice and light. Enjoy 40 days of freshness your way.
And like, he wasn't like the worst person either. Like he was just a kind of a scumbag.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Nice.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
SafeLight repair. Come on. SafeLight replace.
Go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4.
It is kind of like dumb though. Just to like, I don't know. Is it too early to judge him? It's kind of dumb and like shitty to go around to colleges, like people who are clearly younger and not as mentally developed as you. Just go and debate them. How about like pick on someone your own age, bro? How about you debate a 31-year-old?
Want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
I don't know. I mean, those people also
Bathroom code's 9914.
also consented to debating him, so
But we can protect your home and auto.
it's on them too.
Look at this hot rodder.
What causes a current? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for
I just hate the world that we live in, man. It sucks. I keep trying not to think about it, but I just can't help it. Like I've literally been thinking about it just ever since it happened. And also seeing the video kind of adds some shock. Pretty traumatizing.
Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
Tomorrow. College football's biggest game of the week is on the CW, when number 18 South Florida and the Red Hot Bulls set their next target on Carson Beck at number 5 Miami. CW Football Saturday, tomorrow at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. And it all starts with the CW Football Saturday Countdown Show, presented by the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, I don't want no conspiracies. I don't want no conspiracies.
2 stages in Bristol. Let's get our golden moment brought to you by...
We don't do conspiracies here.
Racing into stage 2.
It was an awesome battle between Connor Zilch and Sam Mayer.
The only conspiracy we believe in is that Obama did 9/11.
Forced the bottom of that traffic, the lap car, the 24.
Nah.
That allowed Connor Zilch to get to his outside with the momentum off of 4 and win the stage. Very cool battle at Bristol.
Bush did do 7/11 though. Bush did 7/11. That's a confirmed.
Remember, we were side by side there toward the end of the stage, and he had a problem, had to make an unscheduled stop, loose wheel. They felt the vibration, so they come down and change it. He goes from the top 5 to 2 laps down, and nearly 30th, 29th is where he's being scored right now.
And it's kind of indicative of their season in a lot of respects.
Totally.
They've had the speed many times throughout this year, but just stuff has caught them out. And I know this year has been disappointing because of all they put into it, and that's just another example of catching them out.
Trump did Hiroshima. That one's true.
Pit road is open and about to be really busy. Here's Dylan.
Dean Thompson and the Sam Hunt Racing Group continue to have another strong Bristol run. Dean said the car was all good, leave it alone for the second straight stop. Finished 6th in that stage. He'll change 4 tires and add fuel. Sam Mayer also said his balance was good. He just lost overall grip at the end of each run just due to the tires wearing out. No changes, but they are...
And Neil Peart was the... It wasn't actually Neil Armstrong. It was Neil Peart, the drummer for Rush. Was actually the man who walked on the moon. The moon landing was real, but it wasn't Neil Armstrong. It was Neil Peart.
Of your screen, really free and tight middle. They debated a chassis adjustment. Ultimately, they with air pressure, and then Connor Zilic there at the bottom finishing up his stuff. Really close. He just needs a little more cut leaving the corner. His biggest complaint, he said, such a battle for clean air.
Race off Progressive Pit Road, not close. Zilic takes care of it. +1 for Allgaier, who jumps in front of Mayer. Almirola comes off fourth, +2 for Taylor Gray. The kid's red hot. What can he do? Well, he had never won a stage at Bristol.
Oh my God, Brock Lesnar fucking ripped his pants. He's SpongeBob. And Big Larry came down just to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a dude who went and ripped his pants.
Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach. Certain liver problems or untreated neuro.
No, he ripped his pants.
Serious side effects such as urinary retention.
Click that link that Jaden sent. You'll see it.
Slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow endoglaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue.
He did not shit his pants, at least as far as I know.
Breathing or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
College football's biggest game of the week is on the CW. When number 18, South Florida, collides with number 5, Miami. CW Football Saturday, tomorrow at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific.
Landon Donovan and Tim Howard talk about soccer the way only legends can. I'm a little bit different. Does anybody understand that? Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen.
The stage is set, and the rivalry is reignited.
Does it get better than this? Yankees and the Red Sox.
This weekend on Yes, the Bombers enter hostile territory locked in a fight for playoff position.
Such a big game for both teams.
And with the division up for grabs, every game hits different. Every pitch drips with consequence, and every win can tip the scales.
Everything on the line.
Yankees Red Sox coverage begins Saturday.
What you saying just reminded me of this.
Sports app.
Dave worked at 2 jobs.
Oh my God, no way.
He was able to get his Harley. First ride, cruising toward.
I've never seen this.
Car pulls off his lane. No room for Dave. It was obvious who was at fault. Didn't matter to the insurance company. Claim denied. That's when he called me, Joe Stanley. He had 5 questions. I had 10. Last week, Dave walked.
I thought that I had everybody on my side.
Getting him back on his feet. With Stanley lying, perhaps in the middle.
But I went and blew it. All sky high. And now she won't even spare a passing glance. All just because I ripped my pants. When Big Larry came up just to put him down, SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a...
That's fucking fire.
To help East Tennessee Foundation's effort and help support East Tennessee families through the Neighbor to Neighbor Disaster Relief Fund, you can help by scanning the QR code right now below. And of course, welcome into the CW Garage.
Bro, we're still talking about Hurricane Helene, bro. That's such old news, bro.
After we've got 2 stages down to go over the playoff picture brought to you by Bristol Motor Squid. And man, take a look at this. Look at the cut line. Austin Hill was in the championship 4 last year. He's 12 below the cut line. But how about...
I remember Hurricane Irene.
Brandon Jones in 5th.
Didn't your house... No, you didn't. Your house didn't get fucked. But I remember you, lost power for a while and had to, go somewhere.
Win percentage also very high, the best of all time at 34%. And if he were to win tonight, he would also be the first driver to win 5 in a row. But of all the records and the things he's most proud of, he told me this weekend how much fun he and his team have had doing it. He said he very much expects this streak to end every time he shows up to the track. But for now, they're riding the success and the enjoyment as far as they can.
He's just been incredible. I mean, we said it going to break. What can he do? And he's going to be in control on this restart to begin the final stage.
What's amazing about that stat that Carla said is that we never talk
Getting ready to go green for the final stage here at Bristol.
Small, but at 34%, we have to talk about it and look at all the the drivers who had issues here already tonight. Is anybody next?
McWapple had the loose wheel on that last cycle of stops, was inside the top 10, going to restart outside the top 20.
All right, here we go.
His teammate in charge of the field outside.
Back green.
Connor Zilic, final stage, underway here in Bristol. Allgaier goes in the outside lane. He's trying to come through to second, and he will. Real power.
Zilic to the lead.
In the high side. Kind of lost the lead in that last stage. I get tricked a little bit off the bottom. He said, not this time, I'm going to the top, and Sam Mayer comes back.
Just DoorDash KFC and they delivered to a wrong place and forgot one of our chicken boxes. You should shoot them. You should, like, murder them.
Final stage, he's up to fourth in the 54.
Great run for Taylor Gray. Remember back in the spring how good he was at Martinsville. Was probably a quarter away from winning that race. Has a real knack for the short tracks, and this fits in the short track realm. Even though it's incredibly fast, it still is a short track and a half.
All right. What's the most dumb question I could ask right now? I want to ask the chat a really stupid question. I'm thinking penis size. I'm thinking political affiliation. I'm thinking, does anybody have autism? Well, okay, no, let's go with something different.
And what they're looking at ahead of them is getting back into the top 10. So
Who here's a virgin? Not me. Who here's a virgin?
And now it's taken them a whole other stage to get back to the top 10. But the goal here for so many of these teams to score 38 points a race, usually on average, gets you into the next round of playoffs. And that's what they're aiming for here tonight. That's essentially like finishing ninth in each stage.
Harrison Burton has finished outside the top 10 at Bristol one time in his career.
Oh my God, Andy. It's odd that you ask. My dong is 5 inches.
Green that double zero. He's up inside the top 5. And Brandon Jones on the attack in the 20.
I think Taylor Gray got shot.
Oh my God, Andy. No, you deleted your comment, but I said it, so it's already there. It's already out in the ether.
This run right now, when you have the caution, you pick up all the rubber off the bottom. The outside takes a while to come back in. You got to lay that rubber back down on the bottom, heat up the bottom groove, and it allows the outside to become the prevailing groove.
That's some non-playoff drivers to highlight. William Sawalich top 10 again, and battling for the 10th position. 16, Christian Eckes.
Camden.
4, Brennan Poole's
Oh my God.
been great lately.
That's an awesome run for Brennan.
He meant 5 kilometers. That's what he meant.
For some of these smaller teams, when we come to Bristol, can have outsized runs just because of the nature of this racetrack. The driver matters a lot, and because it's such a dynamic and tough racetrack,
he has to run a 5K every time he wants to take a piss.
44, an awesome run for them just outside the top 10.
And right behind him, the run continues for Harrison Burton. It was a year ago that we found out Harrison was going to be coming back to the Xfinity Series and driving for AM Racing. He did an interview with Kim in the middle of that race, and he said some things that were very positive and very encouraging, but you were just unsure how realistic they were, because you just didn't think this team was that capable of going out and getting it done. He believed. He went out, surrounded himself with good people, and he was a huge part of the hiring process, and now here they are, not just in the playoffs, but making noise.
I said it earlier today, I think this is one of the coolest stories in the Xfinity Series in 2025. What Harrison Burton has done with AM Racing, you mentioned being a part of the hiring
Yeah. Who
process.
here's a virgin?
Integral he has been to the
Let's get a virgin count.
And making them into playoff contenders that they are, and that's not just what he's doing behind the wheel, but it's what
No
he's
shame
doing
in being a virgin, man.
How integral
I kind of miss it.
decisions that they're making. He and Danny Eflin have done.
I kind of miss the
start they
the mystery of it, the wondering,
but now they're here and they're rising to the occasion when it matters most.
It was kind of like a myth.
Up in the playoffs, 7 playoff drivers inside the top 10, final stage, 9 of them in the
Question is, Sam, when did you lose it? Oh, Jesus Christ. It was 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago. Well, 3 months ago, kind of, and then 2 months ago, fully.
It's never good when you're pointing towards the inside wall. I can tell you that. And then to end up on the apron, it's incredibly hard to rejoin the racetrack without having more problems or running into center of the car, so great job by him to get away with that. That was intense.
How good are these three drivers, third, fourth, and fifth? Allgaier in the 7, 19 Almirola, and we've talked about Creed and that 0 for the Haas factory team.
And Eric Almirola comes in this race as the first in speed rankings this season, although he's just doing a partial season. When he shows up, he's incredibly fast. And we're seeing that again tonight, where he just continues to have the speed of that 19 car, and usually is a threat for the win in these races that he shows up.
Elton can't come to the race. Got anyone else that would want to come? That sucks. I saw his like Facebook post though. He was going through some shit.
Going for third right now, and as he drives to the inside, look.
That does suck though. But no, I got nobody else who would want to come. I mean, we could use his seat for our coolers, or we can use his seat to kind of spread out a little bit more, I guess. Put our coolers under the seat, and then we just all combine the space of that one seat being missing to have a little bit more room.
So being good on the long run. We've seen some really long runs. Final stage at Bristol, and I say that just because I look at what Almirola is doing early in this stage.
That's a great point, because your race car at this track will go through a ton of transitions on a really long run. You know, above 100 laps is a really long run at Bristol, where you will feel multiple big changes in that race car.
Oh, what's up, Eric? How you doing?
Sometimes the bottom will be dominant, then the top will be dominant.
You have the rest of the row as kid seats? Wait, you were actually serious about that? Wait, do we actually have the whole row to ourselves? Are you fucking serious? Wait, really? I fucking love that.
Oh, hey, in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the intensity is up. Creed getting a piece of Allgaier. Brandon Jones is there. It's Connor Zilic leading.
No. From like the middle to the end. Oh my god, that's still a decent chunk.
This is where it happened.
Yeah, what happened to the other account?
People still come up to me and talk about it. When you're in it, you're not thinking of the stories you tell. Just get yourself in the right position. You never know when a play will become legendary.
I gotta tell Nick that.
When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Make it a season you'll never forget when you bet on baseball. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
Dinner time is taken
Oh,
care of.
caution.
We got wings, mac and cheese, green beans.
We even got steak and salad.
Caution is out. Who was that?
Dad likes cookies.
Cookies are good.
Daniel Dye. That was about a 7-minute green flag run.
Itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
1 minute, it's smooth driving.
Come on.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Nice.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
Safe Light Repair. Come on. Safe Light Replace.
Go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
We got new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Have fun, boys.
2 minutes later.
How's that even possible? Luckily, almost every pair of Skechers is machine washable. Toss them in and they'll come out looking like the day you bought them. Thanks, machine washable Skechers.
Folks, I've seen a thing or two. But these prescription prices?
Pricey.
Higher than a rooster on stilts. Ain't that right, Dusty Feet?
Reckon it's time we rope them in.
Good old Rex makes saving time and money easier than splitting a biscuit. People's looking mighty big for its britches there, Poppy.
SafeLight is selling crack now.
Save
You
time
killed
and
your
money
phone in
on
the lake.
Check good RX.
No, he's got his password. My phone was in a dry bag, but
games on Sunday.
Bro, I dropped my phone in a lake.
So whether you're a picked up an afternoon shift fan,
Or no, it was a river.
or just a move to a new city,
Yeah, we were fishing, me and Dom, and then I fucking dropped my phone out of my lap. No, it was like in my lap, and I forgot it was in my lap, and then I stood up, and then it like fell out, bounced, and then went into the fucking river. And it was like a river where it's like you're fishing up kind of high above the water, so it just drops right in. So it's like I couldn't even save it. I actually still have like the, if I go and find my iPhone, I can actually just see, like,
to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service.
Sam's
all
phone.
driven by one mission.
This is the phone.
To keep
No
businesses
location
big,
found.
small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
That was like 3 years ago.
And back at Bristol Motor Speedway where the yellow's out.
Caught his kayak and tipped him over? Jesus Christ. That's kind of funny though. But like also fucking sucks.
So Jim Poland brought him down. You also see on your right hand of the screen the 54. They're going to go loose, loose, loose is the feedback from Taylor Gray. So they had to tighten him up if they want to do anything for this last run here at Bristol.
Everybody had a set of tires. We talked about that, and we were talking during the break. You know, you don't give up track position to come here, right? But obviously, these drivers did. And, you know, Austin Hill, I like what they do.
Yeah.
Here because they had no track.
No, I was same with me losing my phone. Like I'm still kind of like really annoyed about it, but like I'm not really annoyed. But I look at it and I'm like, really, dude? But I'm not like that annoyed by it anymore. But like, yeah, I can see how it's funny. It really is pretty funny. I felt bad though, because like me and Dom had like pretty much just got there like 10 minutes before, and then I was like, dude, I'm not even in the mood to fish anymore. Let's just leave. And he did, obviously, but I felt bad for making him leave.
Position to pit. Kim mentioned the fact the yellow is out, and the reason why. Fifth caution of the evening comes for Daniel Dye, who had a spin. Here's what happened.
Take a look at it here. You hear about loose race cars? Well, here's one in action. Often you fight loose on entry here at Bristol because of the way you load up into the banking of the corners. The front tires getting gripped before the rear. You want the car to be loose to help it turn to the center, but not that loose. That's a little bit too much.
You look at it like, oh, well, I'm not getting it back, but damn, I should have put it in my pocket. Yeah, and it really wasn't like that bad of consequences I really had to deal with because of it, because Will was like thinking about buying a new phone anyway, and then did after that happened. He was like, you know what, I'll just buy a new phone. And then I got Will's old phone. And then we went to the mall that night, which my dad really didn't want to do, but he did anyway. And he was like, all right, well, for dragging me out to the mall because you lost your phone, you have to buy us dinner tonight. And the dinner was expensive. It was like $120, but it's better than having to buy a whole new phone.
Here's some Justin Allgaier radio after the pit stop.
All right, Justin, I know this doesn't feel right, but man, if this thing greens out, we're going to be the only one on tires. It could work out for us here. Just stay with me. Just keep her clean.
Yeah, Don came with us to dinner too, so that was nice.
Their record at this place, it's hard to argue with anything they do.
It's an interesting decision. I think some of it might have
What funny object are we going to bring for the drivers to sign? We got to decide. A dildo. And that's been a thing at WNBA games recently. So we just bring a dildo and we have them sign it.
So possibly it's a thought of
You got to bring it though. I'm not.
Let's do something different.
I ain't with that.
He was in fifth. Do they feel like he could probably get back to fifth in all what we have left? 83 laps. Absolutely.
Bring a used napkin. Eric's got plenty of those.
Not much to lose, and possibly Frontiers if they're faster in the front.
No, I wouldn't mind carrying a dildo. Anybody asks why I'm holding a dildo, I'll just say I lost a bet. It's that simple. And plus, if you use dildos, you know, all power to you. We respect that.
As drivers make their way to the Echo Park automotive restart zone.
Back green. Why are you telling my secrets? Check your messages. Oh my god. It's Connor Zillish cooking a turkey. Zilly zonkers.
How about Nick Sanchez? Not great.
You bring a Sexto, I have a ticket for it? Dude. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Teammates side by side here.
They're really
and Creed.
Great run by Nick Sanchez there to get up here to the top 10.
Look, 10. Oh, nope. I almost deleted that comment. I'm not going to delete that comment, but we're not doing that. We're not saying that to Denny.
Trying to hold on the outside and real loose off a 4.
Look at the bumper. Brennan Poole is 9th, and Harrison Burton back in the top 10. The 25 just continues to get it done.
He's really been committed to the outside lane there as he goes around Brennan Poole. Thought about maybe going the inside there, Williams Walsh. Williams goes to the bottom. He sticks to the outside. That 25 car has really been making great pace. Even early in the run.
No, but I had a question that I wanted to ask some drivers. And I've asked a few actually other athletes this week. None of them have answered me. But like, have you ever made a pass for position mid-fart?
Just always seem to find points, and it's that race execution that put them above the cut line at the end of the regular.
Actually, maybe an even better question for them would be, since the car shakes and rumbles so much, do you even know if you fart? Like, especially at the bumpier tracks, like, if you fart, do you know? Like, do you even know?
You take a look back at Justin Allgaier here as he tries to work back through the field. Up a couple of positions already.
Waffle there with him, had to make that extra pit stop on that last cycle when they had the loose.
Tony did know, yeah.
Trying to make comebacks and keep in mind.
Oh, that's a good question too. I could ask them both those questions.
How tight it is. Not a big deal for Allgaier, who's plus 40. I mean, feel like he's in a great position. But for someone like Waffle, you have got to get all you can. His advantage as they run only 3 points above the cut.
I just can't help but look at all these cars run the different lanes, spreading out into the corners. Quapple gets real close to the back bumper here. Jesse Love. They get together on the straightaway.
Dean Thompson there mixing it up.
Another great run for Dean Thompson, Sam Hunt Racing.
Taylor Gray, just in the back part of your picture, another driver that made a pit stop when the caution came out, came down at 2:14 with Allgaier. He's trying to make the most of those fresh tires. Going to be 70 laps to go.
If you're Justin right now, you just can't get impatient, right? You know, his crew chief there, Jim Pullman, explained this is going to feel wrong. It's not, not going to feel correct to give up all the transition, but you're going to have newer tires.
Ask if they know about NASCAR. Ask them if they can use the toilet.
Right now, it's be the hardest time to make.
Ooh, that's a.
All the cars are close together.
I could be like, hey, do you need me to escort you to the porta potty? Like just the whole crowd. We're enough security for one driver. Our whole group.
And if you're a crew chief in this situation,
me, you, Nick, Eric, and Colby.
Cheerleader, and Jim Pullman is great at that. And the fact that these two have won a championship together and been through so much together, they couldn't have more respect and more trust in one another.
And Justin's talked about that. Absolutely. He absolutely trusts, and he gives a lot of credit to their success in his championship to Jim Pullman and how he thinks about racing, how hard he works. And he told us this week, he said, I've never seen anyone work so hard at trying to go racing and be fast week in and week out. He obviously has a ton of faith in Jim Pullman.
And they know if they're going to repeat as champions, they're not going to win it here tonight. I mean,
I'm not going to do that. It is kind of funny, though, but I feel like he's actually been asked that.
Look at this, Eric Almirola.
I feel like he's actually been asked that question before.
Zilic fell off big time late in the race from 6th, didn't even finish in the top 10. Tonight he leads, but his rearview mirror full of Almirola, one of the great veterans who's going for his 2nd win of the season.
It's the first time we're really seeing the leaders be all on top here as we've got so much rubber laid down on this track. For Eric Almirola, that makes this pass incredibly tough. You get a little bit of aero disturbance when you get close to the 88 up top. You have to be so pinpoint perfect when you run the top side of this racetrack, especially down in 1 and 2. It's easy to jump the cushion, essentially, and get into the wall the way this racetrack is designed. And when they ground it, it's made it a really interesting line up there where you have to just be so perfect where you place the right side of that race car. 1 inch too far to the right, and you might find yourself right in the wall.
Allgaier Racing Love for 12 gets the position. You look at the top two. And
should you bring a cassette? No. I don't know what that would do. Or you could give them a cassette. You could give them a cassette tape. They put it in, and it's like a porno. That could be funny. Bring a Rick Astley cassette. That's fucking gold. That is fucking gold. That is, even if they don't accept it, we could just give it to somebody. We just ask people, like, do you have a cassette player? Here you go. And if they say yes, here you go. Put this in. This is for you.
Free?
That's gold.
No bank account fees at all. Get started today at borrowmoney.com.
We're with Mike. He's leaving home to protect his family. And yours. We're with Tara during the holidays when she misses home the most. Thanks to generous supporters, we're with
got 56 laps to go. Connor Zill is still leading. Eric Almirola is running second.
Comfort. Home away from home. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
Allgaier's all the way back in 12th. Got Sheldon running in 4th right now. He had the penalty
But
earlier.
other times, they just fall. No. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com. Awesome.
That's cool.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Repair.
Oh.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust for clean, even
That is cool, Andy, but it also makes me feel like it's like 30 years ago.
So easy. Now with dust-busting strips, it removes even built-up dust. Swiffer Duster Heavy Duty. Love it or your money back.
What is a smile? Is it a simple shape our mouths make when we're happy? Or is it something even more important than that? At Operation Smile, it's breathing, eating, and living with less pain. It's a symbol of
Thank
hope.
you.
And because of you, we can bring that hope to so many who need it.
Wait, Camden, are you going to the truck race the day before?
Scan or go online to learn more.
Just gotta pay myself. Nice. Hi, I'm you, with more gusto. My hair's growing back. Team's taking a new flow. It's just me.
Yes, sir.
Team of 7.
Well, I fucking am not.
That grows with you. It's beautiful.
There are many ways to say
I wish
I love
I mean, I'll be at least I'll be able to be live for the truck race.
20
But
years is a lot
I wish I
of
was
love.
there.
All month, enter for a chance to win Kohl's Cash.
Modified start at 9 a.m. When are you going to arrive at the track then? On Saturday.
Pick up. Oh, pick up the phone.
What's up, Biscuit? How you doing? By the way, Biscuit, Chase Elliott is not in this race. You'll be arriving at the track around 8. So you're only going to arrive an hour before the modified start?
Connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting. Launching.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be a big
and
crowd,
battling
so.
over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Inside of 50 laps to go. Bristol Motor Speedway, NASCAR Xfinity Series. playoff opener.
This should take us to the end commercial free, unless there's a caution.
Jones, and things getting really dicey as they manage lap traffic and we get near the end of this race.
Yes, Joe Gibbs racing duo is trying to run down and put some pressure here on Connor Zilic. It got real close a couple laps ago off of turn 4 through some traffic.
Oh, that's cool.
Eric O'Mola almost to the inside of Connor Zilic, but he got stuck behind that traffic. They were working.
Could meet Ryan Newman, maybe, if he's doing it. I feel like he usually does.
And when you're running behind the car in front of you, like Eric O'Mola is watching the 88, you're just looking for little weaknesses, a slide off of each corner, possibly going a little too high in the middle of either turn 3 and 4 or 1 and 2, looking for that tiny little bit of mistake to allow you to pounce or using traffic as a pick.
You know, you look at Connor Zilic, and we talk so much about what a remarkable rookie campaign he has had. 4 wins in a row coming into tonight. 3rd driver to get 4 in a row. First to do it, Sam Art, 1983. He nearly got 6 in a row because he wins 4 in a row. He was 2nd in the next race and then won the race after that.
You just tell me to fuck off. Yeah, you probably would, actually.
It
It wouldn't be as funny because we wouldn't all be there.
driver has ever won 5 in a row in the history of the Xfinity Series. And
Is Eric going to the Saturday race?
40 laps away from doing it, and if he pulls it off tonight, he's going to earn it in Bristol because Almirola is here, and he is doing everything he can to rattle this 19-year-old.
You are? Alright, that's cool. Well, I'm fucking not. What if I just convince Nick last minute to like... No, I think it's Syracuse-Clemson. Yeah. Next Saturday is Syracuse-Clemson. There's no chance I'm convincing him to miss that. That's insane. Like, that's like their biggest game of the year, pretty much. Caution!
Carson Ware in the 07.
Carson Ware, the SoundCloud rapper.
Stay right there.
He was outside the top 30.
Your brother is coming? Oh, that's cool.
Look at our bumper and all the
How old is your brother?
8 of the top 10 playoff drivers. You tighten the field. Allgaier has been able to drive back.
And how old are you, Eric?
Is there
I forgot.
Still some good in those tires. And will a restart here open the door for him? And could we get some pit stops from some of these guys inside of 40 to go? It's just that balance of track position.
40? You're 30. You're 38?
Cars on the lead lap.
I did not. You're 38? Dude, I'm dead serious. You look good for 38.
If these others decide to
I'm dead fucking serious.
Potentially getting ready.
I look at the drivers 5th and 6th. Creed had the speed.
Damn.
Quapple had an extra stop.
You're going to live to be like 130.
Battle back nicely. Got to do it. I mean, you don't want to make mistakes ultimately, but if you make them, you got to be able to forgive.
Who cares? I think you. I still think you look good as hell for 38.
So successful this year.
Hair is just hair is just a. It's a stupid thing. I cut off all my hair before once. Hair is just a. It's an unnecessary
It's like Carson was already
asset.
sideways there, possibly a little bit of a bump from Sam Mayer. That's often when we see some of these incidents at Bristol of lead lap cars trying to make their way through lap cars. It gets very congested.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Almost 90 laps since these drivers have been on pit road. They're running up front. Everybody's got a set of tires in the top 10, with the exception of Justin Allgaier, who made that pit stop at lap 2:14. Look at this. Come down to get some tires. Shot fake. Mayer stays out, so does Almirola. Here they are. Brandon Jones is in, Dylan.
Yeah, so they felt like they were a little bit too free out of the rubber. Brandon's basically having to run as high as he can on the racetrack just to try to keep the back of the car in the racetrack. They'll change 4 tires here and add fuel as well for Brandon Jones. And Harrison Burton in as well on the right of the screen. He's just been battling a little bit of a tight condition in the 25, Kim.
And for the 00, just free in, tight center, free off has been the complaint for Sheldon Creed. They will take 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a splash of Sunoco fuel. You see the 88 there on the right of your screen. Marty Lindley said, come down pit road.
Yeah, and I'm back.
Connor said he lacked a little bit of lateral grip. Otherwise, it fired off good. So just minor adjustment there.
Zillow's going to win the race off pit road. 8 cars stay out.
This would be the one time where someone flips on pit road. That'd be so fucking funny. I just missed it.
Move to stay out than others. I thought for sure he's coming. Mayer says it's good for him, it's good for me. And Mayer does that with his teammate Sheldon Creed tucked up right behind him. 00 continues down and gets his service. Going to get a restart right around 30 to go. This is going to be wild.
It was about a 12-minute, 18-second green flag run.
Follow the leader potentially, but for these drivers that are running behind the 88, making that decision to just stay out and see if this will work out for them to have the track position, I like the call.
You know, we played college football here at Bristol before, Virginia Tech, Tennessee. Big one tomorrow on CW, Miami.
Are we doing for a catch fence crash? Yeah, last time we saw one was 2022. But the last time we saw one before that was 2015. Do you remember, actually, we all remember the Austin Dillon crash. But do you remember, do you remember the week after the Austin Dillon crash, Ben Kennedy, who is now the fucking, like, dipshit, the CEO of being a dipshit in NASCAR, Ben Kennedy, like, had a crash at Kentucky and got a little bit into the catch fence. And they ended the race because of it. It was 5 to go. They decided it would take too long to repair, so they called the race with 5 to go.
Brought to you by Safe Light, the auto glass experts. And we go back to the early portion of this race. Sandy Smith, engine problems, has to take it to the garage. He's going to record a 37th place finish.
Really unfortunate. You see the smoke there coming out of that engine. It was terminal for them. This is the second engine for Junior Motorsports we've seen expire in the last 2 weeks. It was the one car, Carson Quample last week, Sammy Smith this week.
Came in 4 points above the cut line.
Oh, Cam's on number 1.
And finds himself 23 below. So we think ahead to race 2 in the opening round of the playoffs. It'll come your way in Kansas 2 weeks from tomorrow. Off next week is the NASCAR.
Yeah, I feel like you've never been number 1.
They come your way from Kansas. Which 8 drivers stay out. Eric
You've worked hard.
The control vehicle goes high. Sam Mayer goes with him.
You're like Justin Haley at Daytona in 2019. You just stayed long enough to get it. That's mean. No, congrats, Camden. This is like the best win ever for you, and you're amazing.
Sam Mayer choosing to go to the top once again in row 2 and not take the inside on the front row. We've seen him do that all night.
How patient can you be here if you're Connor Zillage? Restart 30 to go. Much pressure tires, restarting on the inside lane. It's got to be a delicate balance for him.
It is, but you got to go. You know, you saw.
Yeah, we're gonna have a tornado next week.
Newer tires back in 16th. He wasn't making.
Did I just get compared to a one-hit wonder? Yeah, you fucking did. Yeah, you fucking did, buddy.
Carson Quapple's dad, Travis, won here in a truck.
That's how my brain works. I'm a fucking idiot.
Championship. He's on the front row with Almirola.
All right, back green.
They are in the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. 30 to go in Bristol.
30 laps to go. Eric Almirola is the leader.
Approached the restart zone pretty quickly.
That lasted long. Yeah, I'm an asshole. That's just who I am. Oh, Jaden took it back.
The left front there for Sam Mayer. That was from the 1. Right rear, they got into each other going on the front stretch, and the 41 went the wall. Oh, look at Justin Allgaier sideways off the nose of Jeff Burton.
Zillage trapped right now in that bottom lane behind the 54 of Taylor Gray. Almirola leads. 28 laps to go. We're on board. Jesse Love free-falling.
See, you kind of are a one-hit wonder.
He was 16th. And look at Zillage shoving his way through.
Jesse Love, I think that was. Just lost a bunch of spots.
He said, "You're not aggressive enough."
Yeah.
00 trying to make a play.
Jesse Love coming to pit road.
Harrison Burton is there. What racing with
Oh, trouble! Around goes Taylor Gray, sorry.
Wow, and he doesn't get into the 42 as hard as I thought he would there. Anthony Alfredo got in the wall. Christian Eckes did as well, trying to avoid The 54 Taylor Gray.
That was about a minute and 15-second green flag run.
Getting a report, it was a flat tire for the 2 of Jesse Love.
And what a break for them to have that caution come out before he got to pit road.
This feels like a broken record every time you come to Bristol. You can have a calm night. You just get one caution, and then it's mayhem, the chaos that is Bristol Motor Speedway. We see it every time we come here.
And that's what precipitated all this, was just the chaos of cars on different tires, different agendas, trying to just simply get a space on the racetrack, hitting into each other as you get more aggressive on these late race restarts.
When we go green again, we'll have 22 cars on the lead lap. Free pass goes to Corey Day. Updated standings, 25 to go as they run. Zilich at plus 85, 7th on track. Allgaier plus 57. Mayer having a great night. But I go back around the cut line, and we talk about every position on track as a point. Burton at plus 9, Creed plus 6, Gray at plus 6. And look at Jesse Love was 16th, has the tire issue. He's fallen below the cut line, and he's right there with his teammate. You know, Austin Hill plays strategy, running as good right now as they have all night long in that 21 camp.
Let's take a look at some of all this that happened on the restart here. So that's Connor Zilich and Harrison Burton. Then you see Jeff Burton getting the 0-0.
Rising up, back on the street.
There's the 42.
Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive.
You know who really
so many times, it happens so fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You just fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, and I will fuck your mom.
Tried to move up, he wasn't clear. Jeff Burton was there. Jeff bounces off the wall, which then bounces into the 54 of Taylor Gray.
Is Zilich not going to win? Maybe.
It's really just the game of inches you have here at Bristol. You see,
we played that song. Did we? Did we actually do that song?
Quick enough.
In not band, music class.
Crunches him to the wall, and that causes him to bounce.
Wait, or did we do it in band?
This is Jesse Love. Still under green, but this is the tire going down, and
I only did band for 5th and 6th grade.
On the front stretch, Carson Quapple did the exact same thing that Sheldon Creed did to Jeff Burton. Got away with it a little bit cleaner.
How about Carson Quapple? Hasn't won a race. Was second here in the springtime. I rewind to last year. He makes his debut in the series at Martinsville, finishes top 5. Goes to Bristol, finishes second. You're like, this guy is magic. But a lot of bumps in the road this year, in position for his first career win. And now Harrison Burton, 9th, as we anticipate the choose before this restart.
Not sure where these guys think they're going.
You're number 3 in XP.
I mean, damn. Now, 20 was being aggressive with it. Jeb was hanging on for dear life, and he jumped.
Adaquichi. That's a fucking crazy name. Oh. That's the name of the elementary school he went to.
Yeah, you see the 54 of Taylor Gray on pit road. They'll work to clearance. That right front is what they're specifically doing. They will change all 4 tires. When I talked to Taylor early today, he said he was just looking for a pedestrian day. Wanted to hopefully score maybe 35 or more points. He would like to have left here plus 30 to the cut line. That's not
I'm a fucked up human being.
Points as they run currently falls below that cut line. You see the 2 of Jesse Love back in. They were dealing with right side tire issues.
By the way, Camden is a nerd. Just reminding everyone, he is a nerd. He did good in school and he's a teacher. So like he's a fucking nerd, and he wears glasses. So, nerd.
I got right now 13 points.
Oh yeah, I remember we sang "Man in the Mirror."
To 11th on the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a good song. That is a good song.
You know, with the unfortunate tire going down.
Gonna make change for once in my life. I'm gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
That gives you the
Yeah.
little wiggle room when you
Turn
have
up
to
the
this.
gun, go. Fuck your mom. This bitch is blowing my cock.
Pressure.
And the bitches in my meat ain't got enough to eat. Who am I being inclined pretending not to see their tits?
The elimination race in the round of 12 at the Charlotte Roval. That's a wild card. We know anything can happen there. We get the shoes. Almirola goes outside. Quapple takes the front row. It'll be Mayer, Allgaier, row 2. Look back there, row 4. Zilich does take the outside lane. Creed,
Everyone started jerking off.
tires in row 3.
We got to look here when we think may have come
Everyone started jerking off. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Everyone just whipped their fucking dick out. Even the girls, they whipped their dick out.
Those smallest moments that can have big ramifications on your night.
18 laps to go when we get the green flag. So much on the line for all those drivers up front. And I would be willing to put some money on the line. We could see the yellow flag again before it's over.
All right, gonna go back in with 18 laps to go.
Three to get at Bristol.
Great restart.
Eric Almirola and Carson Quapple side by side. Eric Almirola is going to take the lead. Sam Mayer takes second.
Look at the 27, Jeff Burton hustling out there. Zilich right behind him.
Quapple got pretty loose off of 2 there. There was
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Friday night chat really showing itself. Yeah, I know the chat's been amazing tonight. It's been a night of a huge chat. I love it. It doesn't happen often. Wish it happened more often. Make it happen tomorrow night, y'all.
Quapple doing a great job in third. Mayer trying to hound Almirola at the front.
Here comes Mayer for the lead. Trying to get the lead. I don't know if he'll get him. I think he might.
15 laps to go. 14 this time around. Mayer is there. 14 to go.
Mayer is right there.
Look about the role these two have played on the short tracks in the last 2 years. Mayer a couple of wins.
Will one of them fuck up, maybe?
2 wins at Martinsville. And they're at the front.
Here goes Mayer on the inside. Nope. Going back on the inside. Side by side. Oh. Not there. Wow. Great racing, man. Dude, we should have sex with NASCAR. We should have sex with a car. With one of the cars.
You see Sam Mayer turns down a little bit earlier, just sort of diving in the corner, trying to cut
The exhaust
that
pipe.
down to get closer to Eric to put more pressure on him.
Here's an early diamond down there, straight on exit.
10 to go.
Is some dude in a relationship with his car? I think I've seen that. There's a guy who's married to the Eiffel Tower. Or is it a lady? I think it's actually a lady. And there's a guy who's married to a roller coaster.
Creed up to third in the running order.
I said we should fuck a car. We should fuck one of the race cars. Stick our fucking dicks in the exhaust pipe. That's what I said.
Forward cars are this close at Bristol. There's a Hail Mary move by that second place car at times. It's on offer, especially when that lead car is on the high side. There's a lot of racetrack down to the bottom.
Historically, Joe Gibbs Racing has been outstanding at Bristol. They've won here 13 times.
Looks as we move to the top side. All the leaders have gone to the top. Eric's car is really starting to come in and sort of stretch that gap just a little bit.
6 to go.
You saw him turning down earlier. He's continuing to do that, trying to just diamond that corner a little bit to get that run off of the corners.
Have I ever thought about stand-up comedy? I actually have.
Running part-time
Honestly, I should.
So much success at all levels in NASCAR, but he's not just a driver.
But am I really that funny? I'm mainly just funny when I'm drunk because I'm an idiot. And like, also, I'm also just, I go off the energy of others. I'm not really that good by myself. Like, I go off the energy of the chat, or I go off the energy of Dom or Nick, or, you know, like, I'm not that good by myself. My humor comes off when people I'm talking with are very lively, I guess.
Never been to victory lane in an Xfinity car. Second here last year. 2 laps left of the short.
Two to go.
He's gonna shoot to the
sit down comedy. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Come to the white flag. Eric Almirola in the lead. Looks like he's gonna do it.
He threw a slider here earlier. He didn't do that.
I don't think. Nope. Mayer's not gonna catch him. Creed, come on. Sheldon. Nope. Fuck. Man, Creed almost had that. Fuck, man. Creed almost had that.
My goodness, great job. What a race car when the line came.
Another second place finish for Creed.
Finally.
Another one.
Victory lane, more you guys deserve. Thank you guys so much. Crazy.
That was a hell of an effort by Sheldon Creed there. He used that slider move to get to third, tried it on his teammate, then drove down to 3 and 4 as hard as he could. Just couldn't quite get there, ran out of time. His 15th second place finish for Sheldon Creed.
But a huge night when you think about points, and not that
Damn,
it's a
man.
consolation prize, but this team continues
Sucks.
to build stock in the organization.
Man, Sheldon came back up so far.
Look at Eric Almirola.
Was fourth on that final restart, made his way up to second.
Time he's done it this year.
Man, if there was like 2 more laps, like,
in Phoenix early in 2025. Mayer ends up third.
Zillich finished 6th or 5th.
Zillich 5th. That's his
Still a top 5.
15th consecutive top 5 finish, and that matches Sam Ard for the most all-time in series history.
Yeah. I mean, Zillich is doing crazy shit.
Mentioned Almirola not running full-time, but that 19 eligible for the Owners' Championship, so this win's significant for them in that regard.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. Zillich didn't win. I might have to look in the rule book and see if that is a... Because I'm pretty sure, like, he is supposed to win the races, the Xfinity races, right? Like, I think I might have to... You're right, Camden. I might have to take a quick gander at the rule book.
He was able to just stretch that lead enough to hold off those Haas Factory team cars.
6 playoff drivers end up inside the top 10. Harrison Burton, the big stage points, comes home 7th. The gamble for Allgaier, basically, it's a push, right? I mean, you don't know what would have happened if they hadn't made the pit stop when they did, and a lot went on in between. But he ends up 6th. Pretty good start to a run at a repeat for Justin Allgaier. And here come the kids. Alex, the first there to greet him.
Love that.
I didn't see Alex before the race on the pit lane. I thought maybe he was off playing baseball somewhere this weekend.
Eric Almirola, the only Tampa Bay Rays fan in the entire world.
That's cool, and I know with all that Eric has accomplished in this sport, still winning at Bristol night race, it's just such a cool feeling.
Well, when you're 41 and you've been around the block as many times as he has, you know to appreciate every moment. We've seen it the last couple of years when he's pulled into victory lane, and I'm sure we'll see it again tonight. Here's Dylan Welch.
Try and wade my way through all of these people down here. Crew Chief Seth Shofka is here to congratulate his guys and his driver on...
That was about a 5-minute green flag run down the race.
Masterful drive by this veteran of the sport. There's Seth into give a hug and a handshake. And as Eric gets the helmet off, so I want to ask you about that last pit stop, because I'm hearing that the team told you to do whatever the 88 did, and you did something different. Was that your call, or whose decision was that ultimately maybe won you the race?
Yeah, I just been tired of getting beat by those guys. I figured I'd try my chances with the lead. You know, they've been so fast, and they fire off so fast on new tires, and I just didn't think that I could beat them straight up on new tires. It took me about 20 laps to get going, so I thought my best chance was to stay out on old tires. And Seth and I watched, I don't know, the last 2 or 3 races here, and we saw where the 9 car with Noah Gragson won with like 100 laps on his tires. So I decided to stay out when they said pit. But in all seriousness, this has been a heavy week, and I've just thought a lot about this week, and I have an incredible opportunity here to represent Young Life and so many kids that give their life to Jesus Christ because of Young Life. This race car's got JD Gibbs' name on it, and JD played such a pivotal part in my life, not just my career, but my life. And we've shared a lot of stories about JD over the years, and this is just so cool to get this car to victory lane with his name on it. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. I can't wait to celebrate with my team and my guys and my family, and I just want to make sure that all the praise and glory goes to God.
Well said. We'll let you go celebrate. Eric Almirola wins at Bristol.
We know he's great behind the wheel, but Dylan referenced that gutsy move to stay on the track, not hit. With right around 40 laps to go, and the track position paid off.
And when we talk about doing your homework and preparation, that's what it leads to.
Eric Almirola saved his best for last, leading 34 laps, and he's celebrating a Friday night win in Bristol, Tennessee.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like you're simply
Alrighty, y'all.
decide what you do and who you can be.
That's where I'm going to end it.
Be bold and ask your healthcare provider about
I'll be live
a twice daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia.
for tomorrow's race.
An antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across our brain.
And what's next week's schedule look like?
In clinical studies, most people saw no
The Red Sox don't play on Monday, so I probably can do Monday Night Football. Probably can, yeah. I think Monday Night Football is like 2 games.
Such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, gallbladder, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate,
Yeah.
side effects in those with kidney problems.
So I could do Bucks Texans. Probably do that next week. Next Monday.
Swelling of your face, lips, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your
Tuesday, I'll be live for Red Sox A's. First pitch is 6:45. I'll be live at 6:35. Wednesday, same thing. I'll be live at 6:45, or I'll be live. First pitch 6:45. I'll be live at 6:35. Thursday, I'll be live. First pitch is 1:35. I'll be live at 1:25.
We believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow.
Friday,
Up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining.
I'll be live for Red Sox Rays in Tampa. They'll be starting at 7:35, so I'll be live at 7:25. And then Saturday,
September 24th.
I'll be live for the truck race at the race goes green probably like 12:15, 12:20. So I'll be live around noon for that. And then Red Sox Rays on Saturday night at 7:05. So I'll go live at 6:55.
I've been representing workers' compensation claimants for nearly 20 years.
And then next Sunday I won't be live because I'll be in New Hampshire. So
Who fell off a severely pitched roof.
yeah. Alrighty, dicks. We had a fun night tonight. I want to thank you bitches for watching, and peace out.
Used on site.